Gamer live, except I still need to pop out my chat and start the music.
Hello, Judd. I have the hiccups today.
Not allowed. Pop it.
I'll try.
Starting with Lily Cove City. Oh, I gotta do my fucking delays. Worked. Still worked. It'll fix itself at some point. Alright. Getting back into the bullshit that is fist fighting Pokemon. Snow Run, right?
Yes. I have the dex entries pulled up on my end as well.
Do you remember what the context is for why we looked up adroitly last time?
Adroitly?
Yeah, we looked it up last time. I guess it was in a description somewhere.
Oh, yeah. I think that was in one of the Pokedex descriptions.
Do we know for who?
No.
Whack. All right, Snow Run.
Uh,
This little fucko. 2'4", 37 pounds. Why is he in the mineral egg group? I don't think he's a mineral.
no, doesn't really look it.
I like him in Pokemon Adventures. The picture of him spitting something.
It's got a laser beam. Just
Oh
kidding.
lord, you're right.
Um, let's see.
They live in snow.
It seems like they're mostly friendly because people have good childhood memories with them.
Survives
They
by
can
eating
sur-
only snow and ice.
They can survive in environments as cold as 150 degrees, but that's not where they constantly live.
Well, I mean, it kind of does. It likes snow.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
snow doesn't have to exist at negative 150.
yeah. A house will prosper if a snow run lives there.
Kind of awesome. They seem like really good pets, honestly.
Uh,
Like if you live somewhere cold,
they eat snow and ice, which is nice. Can
yeah,
he eat my driveway clean?
probably. And
That'd
it
be
gives
pretty
you good luck
banger.
for having it. Just put that bad boy out there.
In all fairness, though, out of all the Pokemon that I could get, I don't want a snow run.
Kind of like Snowren. Kind of a
he's
cute
just
little guy.
he's just a dude. You know what I mean? Like they're better Pokemon in my opinion.
That's fair. I'm not a huge fan of Snowrun's evolutions, but I like Snowrun.
I was about to say something really stupid, and I'm glad I didn't.
But
I don't know why, but for a split second, my brain was like, "Damn, bro, you don't like Obama Snow?"
I'll be real. I hated Abomasnow. Well, I liked Abomasnow's design, but I hated using it until I used one in a Nuzlocke a single time.
Isn't he
I
actually like
loved it.
decent though?
No.
Oh, I thought he was.
Its typing is just like really no good.
Well, yeah, because grass, or not grass, sorry, ice.
Ice just kind of makes it so that everything grass counters is no longer a counter.
So we no diff this fucko, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right, cool. Let's
Then we
start it
have
off good with a no
Glalie.
diff.
Oh, Mega Glalie exists, right?
I kind of forgot about that one too.
And this one does
Wait, is
have Step
Frostlass a
Dagger.
different generation too?
That's Gen 4.
Fucking stop it.
uh,
4
it,
foot 11, 565.5 pounds.
and it's encased in armor of ice, so that's not just like its design, it is quite literally ice.
All right, Pachon, 565 pounds.
It can
Oh,
instantly freeze
yeah.
moisture in the atmosphere. So we
Oh,
die.
that's not what I read. I read it can instantly freeze its foe solid.
Well, that too. After
Yay.
immobilizing its foe in ice, this Pokemon enjoys eating it.
Hey, wait a
Okay,
second.
yeah, so
This is also quite relevant. It has a body of ice that won't melt even with fire.
I feel like that's not accurate.
I mean, theoretically, it is.
The power of Mega Evolution was so strong that it smashed Glalie jaw. Its inability to eat well leaves it irritated.
Dude, every fucking mega is just miserable.
Yeah, I never knew this
It
until we
spews
started
endless
doing it.
blizzards.
I'm pretty sure both are just in we lose.
Yeah.
Is it in no diff? Or not no diff, sorry, what's the other one?
No
No
way in
way in
hell.
hell? Because it can instantly freeze us?
Did we put anyone else who could instantly freeze us in there? I don't think so. I'm pretty
I
sure we
don't
put
know.
other Pokemon that can instantly freeze us, and just I'm losing.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fair.
we put Ninetales and I'm losing, and I'm pretty sure Ninetales was like it could instantly freeze you.
Yeah. I think that one also was able to possess you.
I think that's
19.
regular, and I don't think Alolan had the possession thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so I'd like to point out that when it Mega Evolves, it gains 220 pounds or 210 pounds.
Yeah, its jaw, like, gains, like, twice the size, it looks like.
6'11" and 772.1 pounds as a Mega. God damn. Like even if it wasn't like instantly freezing us, what are we gonna do against a 565-pound armored bastard? Like, what are we gonna do against that with our fists?
Lose.
All right, Sveal.
Probably
Uh,
in Europe, but
2'7", 87.1 pounds. The shape is entirely wrong.
yeah.
Sveal is also spitting something in Pokemon Adventures. It's much faster rolling than walking.
I like the Pokemon Generations art.
Oh, what's
That's
that one?
fun.
Oh, that one is pretty good. Travels by rolling. It rolls across the ice. Yeah,
It's got fur, interesting.
it's covered in plushy fur. Interesting. Keeps it from
I
feeling cold.
I think it's a no diff, probably.
Its body is poorly shaped for swimming. I like how that's a fucking line.
He's a rotund boy.
Yeah, they clap their fins. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a yeah, probably a no diff.
Yep.
Sorry, Mr. Ball.
And then Celio.
Celio is weird. 3'7", 193.1 pounds. The shape is still wrong.
Yeah, Celio's like the awkward middle
He's
brother.
sassy in the Adventures one. Mm-hmm.
It likes juggling things.
Does that mean it's gonna juggle us?
No, it says it juggles any round object.
Okay, that's fair.
Unless it decapitates us, in which it'll probably do that with our
I mean,
head.
is it gonna decapitate us?
I don't think so.
Using its powerful flippers, it shatters ice, but that can either be a very impressive feat or not at all impressive feat, depending on how thick the ice is.
Also, I do want to point out it is 193 pounds,
Yes.
which is heavier than both of us.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, but like I feel like I could beat a person that's heavier than me in a fight, depending on
that's,
how heavy they are.
that's true. And this is like, it sure can shatter ice with its flippers, but look at its body,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, how is it going to hit you with its flippers? It's very, like, bottom heavy, and its feet have to, like, hold it up, right?
It also says that the flippers, or not the flippers. It says the whiskers are sensitive, so maybe a possible weak spot.
Maybe.
I'd say at the very least a low diff.
I think it's at least a low diff because it is 190 pounds.
Yeah.
So, like, that's at least always a problem.
All right. What about a Walrein? Walrein? How do you pronounce its name? I've never
I've
actually
always
learned how
said
to pronounce this
Walrein.
one.
I've always
That's
said
probably the right
Walrein,
way.
yeah. I
Four
don't
foot
know where.
seven, 332 point. Sorry, 332 pounds. It is shaped like a dog. Apparently, I've also never noticed this, but Walrein actually does have back flippers that are like legs.
Yep.
I
Its blubber repels not only the cold, but also enemy attacks.
okay, yeah.
Its thick layer of blubber
Uh,
makes all attacks bounce off.
uh, Walrein's two massively developed tusks can totally shatter blocks of ice weighing 10 tons with one blow.
Okay, so we lose.
All right, but like theoretically, it's a 332-pound walrus.
Yeah.
I'd assume it's not that fast, right?
Yeah. but I feel like it doesn't matter too much because we can't damage it. Its blubber repels all
Oh,
enemies'
yeah, no,
attacks.
yeah. Yeah,
Like
you're
we
right.
can't do anything to it.
You're right. So just I'm losing.
Yeah, I think so. Clam pearl.
I got to beat a clam.
Actually, I don't even know if clam pearl is the clam or if it's just the pearl.
I'm assuming it's the both, considering it's called the bivalve Pokemon.
It's protected by a sturdy shell, so yeah, I guess it's
Holy
like
shit, it's 115 pounds.
it's a big shell.
Yeah, but it's only 1'4". Sturdy shell, not good. Not only good for protection, also used for clamping and catching prey.
Yeah, when it clamps down on its prey, it does not stop until they stop moving.
Rock hard shell.
I I don't know. I think it. I'm not too sure about how this goes.
Psychic power.
Oh, true.
Got a rock hard shell, psychic power, and God forbid it can clamp you and hold on to you pretty well. I feel like it's a lose, if I'm being honest.
I think so too, because if the shell is closed, it's rock hard, and if the shell's open, it's probably grabbing us, right?
Yeah, probably.
It's like we probably just lose.
And again,
I
psychic
never,
power.
I never understood this evolution.
What, to Huntail?
Yeah,
Oh.
into Huntail and Gorbis. Why does it like what?
5'7", 59.5 pounds. It loses a lot of weight when it evolves.
It has a sturdy spine. It wags its
Uh,
tail to lure in prey and then gulps them down. I think it just bullies little guys. Like I think
Pokemon's
it just
eyes
beats
can
up
see
small
clearly
fish.
even in the murky dark depths.
I think this is a no diff.
Lives in the deep sea where no light ever filters down.
Oh wait, maybe that's a problem.
Uh,
Although I guess if we're going down there, we're gonna be equipped with stuff, right?
at the very least, a diving suit, yeah.
Because I just feel like it says that it attracts small fish and then swallows them whole.
All right. It also
But like
says it's not the
small,
strongest swimmer, so God forbid we get a hold of it and we just don't let it go.
I think it's a no diff.
I
Like
think
it just
it's
bullies small fish.
I think it's a low diff only because of how limited mobility we have in the water.
That's true, and it's gonna be dark down there. I guess that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
So even with lights, it does kind of have an advantage, but it is only a 59-pound fish, and the fact that it's not a good swimmer means we can kind of just grab it and hope for the best. All right, what about a Gorybus? Why does the Gorybus have the shells?
I don't know, because it's the girl fish, bro. It's got boobs.
5'11", 49.8 pounds.
It drains the prey of bodily fluids.
This song reminds me of something, and I can't remember what. It's definitely a Zelda song that's reminding me of. I just can't think of which one. Gorybus lives in the southern seas at extreme depths. Pokemon's
Its
body is
body is
unharmed by ordinary
unharmed,
attacks.
so we lose. It's just a we lose
Yeah.
because it does
It's
that, but
also cruel. Wait, what?
it's also cruel and it can drain your body of fluids. So it's just
All
a
right, but
lose.
theoretically, if we're at crush depth, right?
Yeah.
Which would be where a Gorybus is if it withstands enormous pressure. If we're at crush depth and we are alive down there without being crushed, we have to have a suit that wouldn't let it pierce us, right?
I don't
Unless
know.
there's something in here where its fucking nose is extremely strong. I don't know.
Either way,
Uh,
it blocks all attacks. I feel like eventually it's just gonna wear down at our suit.
True. All right, fuck it. No, we lose.
Camp, which is probably a lose. Because I'm pretty
Really?
sure it's made of rock.
3'3", 51.6 pounds.
It walks on the seafloor? Huh?
I mean, I guess there. I mean, there are fish that do that. So,
But it doesn't really look like its fins can do that. Either way.
uh,
Its Body is covered in tough scales that are like rock. It's got no teeth.
It's also pretty deep, so we're probably around crush depth.
But this is just a pacifist boy. I love
Mm-hmm.
pacifist boy. But it doesn't say that it wouldn't kill you.
I mean, it is toothless, so what is it gonna do? Just ram into you a bunch?
Yeah, probably. It's only 51 pounds, but I don't think we can hurt it.
I think it's more of a tie.
Yeah, it might be a tie. I don't. I
Only,
mean, I feel like eventually though it'll kill us.
yeah, but if we're at crush depth, I feel like 51 pounds isn't gonna wear down the suit that much.
I guess that's fair, and it's not like the other one where it has like a
A
piercer
poke.
or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck him. We're putting him in a solid tie. I also like how he has that random red dot.
Yeah, right. I always thought that it was supposed to be like a fake eye or something, but I
Mm-mm.
don't know.
Love disc. I hope we kick the shit out of it. I'm gonna be concerned if we don't. 2 foot, 19.2 pounds. I understand it is a fish, but it is not shaped like one. Thank you, Pokemon. They live in
It,
shallow seas, so that's pretty pog.
I'm not seeing anything that would help this thing.
Symbol of love and romance. Nests in Corsola. Custom from long ago of giving a love disc as a gift to express one's feelings of love.
How is it nesting in a Corsola at 2 feet tall?
Big course. uh, what the sun one is depressing. Honeymoon hotels often release this Pokemon into their pools. That's weird.
That is very strange. I think it's
I'm
just that we win.
I'm going down to the pool with my honey for my honeymoon, and suddenly there's just a fish in the pool.
That's why I'm fighting it. It's in the way.
Your fucking wife is screaming at you. She's like, "Don't kill the fish," and you're like, "It's in the way." All right, cool. Bagon. Bagon?
I love
Bagon?
Bagon. I think
Uh,
it's Bagon.
two
I
foot,
say Bagon actually.
92.8 pounds. Oh, look at him in the Adventures anime. That's a dude. That's just a little lad.
Its hard head is
Or
hard
manga.
enough to cleave a boulder in one strike,
Shit.
and it jumps off of cliffs every day.
All right, it's 2 foot, 92.8.
I think it wins. It keeps jumping off of cliffs to try to fly, and upon realizing it can't fly, it slams its head into rocks because it gets frustrated, and it shatters the rocks.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is terrifying to encounter. It's just like a child throwing a tantrum, but the child's actually strong and can headbutt you to death.
All right, what about a Shelgon?
I'm
3 foot
assuming
7, 243.6 pounds.
I think this one's a tie.
Armor like Shell. Cells are in the midst of transformation into a new body. Shell is extremely heavy, making its movement sluggish.
Yeah, but the armor is like
Yeah, it bounces
steel.
off enemy attacks.
Although, is the eye like? Is that like a hole?
I mean, yeah, theoretically, we could just poke it in the eye.
Like, can't we just like literally punch it through the hole in the shell over and over?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if it throws its body weight at us, that's still gonna hurt because that's 243 pounds.
But it's sluggish though.
Yeah.
They lurk deep within caves, neither eating nor drinking. Why they don't die is not known. Whoa. I still
Whack.
have the hiccups. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Well, in one of them it says that its shell has the same composition as bone.
I
Which
mean,
like you can break bone.
yeah, but it also says it surrounds its body in an iron hard shell.
Yeah, they like contradict each other.
Well, where's the bone one? Because I do remember seeing that.
It's in Sword.
Yeah, but most of them do say, all right, it's the same composition as bone, but you also got to remember bone is very sturdy.
That's true, and it's probably like thick.
Yeah. And most other things do say that like all attacks pretty much bounce off. But yeah, unlike most of the like shelled things where it's like we would have a problem with, he can't really close his shell.
And it's very slow. Like in a lot of the Pokedex entries, it says they remain motionless.
All right, do you want to put him in no diff or you want to put him in low?
I think no diff. It's very
All right,
slow. This guy's gonna be the
Salamence, I think just bodies us. I don't think there's a question about that one. Salamence
this
is 4'11",
one.
226.2 pounds.
It does have mega entries as well.
Oh, awesome. Salamence came about as a result of a strong, long-held dream of growing wings.
hmm It does have
Uh,
fire. It has fire breath.
Yep. When
So it
angered, it
just
loses all thought and rampages out of control. It destroys everything with shredding claws and fire, scorching fields and mountains.
and for Mega Salamence, anything in its path gets sliced in two.
Ooh.
And because all of the Megas have to have something traumatic happen to them, the stress of its two wings becoming misshapen and stuck together makes it go on a rampage. So its wings, it still has two, two wings in the Mega. They're just stuck together.
Dude, Moons is crazy. I like Moons.
Yeah.
Fucking blood-soaked crescent.
I think I think both are definitely a we lose.
Yeah, no, that's fair. For some reason, Mega is first on the list, but I'm gonna put it correctly and not do that. All right, I feel like the entirety of the next line is just gonna be no.
If they are just made of metal, it's a no.
I'm pretty sure they are. Dude, fucking Beldum is 2 foot tall, but he's 209.9 pounds.
When it's feeling bad, try giving it a magnet. That's cute.
Aw.
It just wants a little magnet.
Uh.
That's so brutal. Beldum emits a magnetic force that pulls enemies in. They get skewered on its claws.
Ow. Well, theoretically, would that work against us?
It emits a magnetic force. I don't know.
Yeah, but we're not magnetic.
Yeah, but what is like? Hold on. And
Beldum.
oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Humans are actually diamagnetic, which means you get pushed away instead of attracted to strong magnetic forces.
Interesting.
That's what I was looking up. If humans with a high enough magnetic force can be pulled, but they actually get repelled.
Well,
That's
either
very
way,
interesting.
he
Either
is
way,
209.9 pounds and has sharp ass claws on his ass.
either way, it has claws on its booty, and it's made of steel, and it can just float around and stab wildly until it lands. Actually, it
The
doesn't say it's made of steel. I don't think,
All right, but to be
but
fair,
it's
he
saying
doesn't
it's
have blood.
yeah, it's saying it doesn't have blood, and it's like super magnetic. So I'm assuming it's metal.
Yeah, I think it's just a we lose.
Yeah, and the rest of them probably won't go any better.
Matang! 3'11", 446.4 pounds. The shape is
Its
spot on.
its steel body won't be scratched even if it collides with a jet.
Based.
It flies at over 60 miles per hour.
Oh, nice. It can tear
Uh,
through iron sheets as if they were silk.
okay, yeah, that's a go next. That one is a go next.
I'm no, I'm just curious. I like reading through some of them even after we come to a decision.
Ooh, Regirock.
Amplifies its psychic power. Uh,
When
wait,
it finds prey, it grips and never lets go.
wait. When two Beldum link together, their psychic power is doubled. Their intelligence, however, remains unchanged.
It's just a dumb boy. It's a Dumbo.
But yeah, this is definitely a we're losing.
Yeah.
All right, time for the big lad.
Ooh, Regirock.
Oh my god! Wait, what? I didn't even look at Metagross yet.
I know, Regirock's next is what I mean. Whoa, it's heavy.
Yeah, this is a fucking 1,212 pounds.
The Mega nearly doubles the weight.
Yeah, that's insane. The Mega is also 8 feet tall. Oh lord! All right, Metagross. This lad is gonna be scary.
Their 4 brains are superior to a supercomputer.
Yeah, I do remember that.
It pins people to the ground under its body and then proceeds to eat them with the mouth on its with the large mouth on its stomach.
Oh, it does have a mouth, right? Forgot about that part. It is very smart, so I don't know if we're doing anything there.
So it's smart. It's gonna pin us to the ground and then eat us, and it's 1,000 pounds, so we can't push it off.
And also the fact that it is metal.
Yeah. And the special mega
Mega.
entries. Let's see.
Oh, the Mega forms from one Metagross, one Metang, and two Beldum linking up. That's fucking stupid.
It digs the claws on its legs into its opponent and starts the countdown to a big explosion if it knows it can't win.
All right, but I don't think it's gonna blow up for us.
No, it won't because it's not gonna think that it's gonna lose. But yeah,
Its intellect surpasses its previous level, resulting in battles so cruel to make you want to cover your eyes.
yikes.
That's based.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad.
I will still say I think it's just I'm losing. I don't know if I
Yeah.
put it in No Way in Hell.
I think No Way in Hell is for the literally our bodies are being disintegrated levels of stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Regirock, which I also don't think we're doing anything to. 5'7", 507.1 pounds.
If part of its body chips off, it just adds more rocks.
Nice.
Um,
But we're immediately losing just by the fact that we're, punching
it
rocks.
has no brain or heart. It's a mystery even to modern science. Interesting.
Yeah, we're just kind of losing. We're punching a rock.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's nothing that scary in the dex entries, but it's just a rock.
Especially
It's a
considering it's
rock.
lighter than Metagross.
Yeah,
I think Metagross is the heaviest Pokemon we've seen so far.
probably. Yeah.
Regice is 5'11", 385.8 pounds.
This Pokemon controls air of negative 328 degrees.
Things will freeze solid just by going near the Pokemon.
Yeah, that's a we lose.
Its icy body is so cold it will not even melt if immersed in lava.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is nutty. All right, now.
Why
No,
do they
never
have
mind.
to do real life locations? I feel like it ruins my immersion if I
Wait,
was
where's
reading
the Antarctic ice?
Yeah, and it's Fire Red Leaf Green says it's at the South Pole. It ruins my immersion, I feel like. Alrighty, Registeel.
All right. Damn, he's not
Its
even that
body-
heavy. He's also the tallest of the three at 6'3", 451.9.
The shortest. Wow. I thought Regirock would be the tallest.
Regice
Its
was taller
body
than
cannot
Regirock.
That's crazy. Its body is hollow. No one has any idea what it eats.
Yeah, but at the same time has a body that is harder than any kind of metal.
Yeah, it literally can't be
All right,
scratched.
how the fuck was he imprisoned by people in ancient times? How the fuck did that happen?
I don't know. How do we know it's entirely hollow?
That's a good question.
Did someone knock on it and went boom?
Someone jumped inside its mouth and was like, guys, there ain't shit in here. And then died.
Ooh, Registeel.
I mean, I still
Yeah,
think it's just we lose because, again, it's literally a harder than steel Pokemon.
Yeah, like Registeel and Regirock, their dex entries are like honestly really unimpressive, but they're just made of steel and rock.
Regice
That's
is just made
honestly
of
all it
ice,
really
but it's
is.
like insanely cold ice.
Yeah. Oh,
All right,
Latios is a lose.
Latios and Latios. Latios is
It,
4'7", 82.2 pounds. I would have thought it would have been heavier.
its body can reflect light in a way to where it becomes invisible.
Oh, neat. Capable of understanding human speech.
It's kind of cute. It just ruffles its feathers on its body to try to intimidate its foe if a fight starts.
Wait a sec. Hold the fuck. I forgot this was a thing. Hold up.
What?
I'm going to the anime for a second because I don't remember if this was something in the anime that I'm just like making up. Wasn't there something about a Latios who like disguised themselves as a fucking woman?
I don't know.
I don't remember, but the thing that made me remember something about that is in Sapphire, the Pokemon unfolds its body with its down and reflects light to alter its appearance.
Yeah. They disappear if they sense enemies.
So do we just say this one's literally impossible?
Yeah, it's literally impossible.
Because we're not going to be able to find it, and even so, it can attack us while invisible, and we're just kind of fucked. And I'm assuming, is there any? There's nothing for the Mega, but we'll just throw that in
Yeah.
the same tier.
Probably the same tier. I'd imagine it wouldn't change too much.
Now, is it going to change for Latios?
Latios.
6 foot. Why is Latios so much bigger? What the fuck?
It dislikes
Latios is
fighting.
4'7", 82 pounds. Latios is 6'7", 132 pounds. What the fuck?
I don't know. It's faster than a jet, though. It's a tender Pokemon that dislikes fighting, so doesn't it just fly away as fast as a jet?
Hmm.
So it's also just another literally impossible.
I do also think it is literally impossible and not theoretically, because if it's faster than a jet, it's still gonna fuck us up if we ever actually had to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Kyogre.
I wonder how this one's gonna go.
Nah, I'd win.
14 foot 9, 776 pounds.
That's really small, honestly.
Primal Kyogre is also 32 foot 2 and 948 pounds. All right, Primal Kyogre, or regular Kyogre. Primal doesn't have a whatchamacallit, so I guess we're just going off of regular Kyogre. Pokemon that expanded the sea by covering land with torrential rain.
It makes towering tidal waves.
Nice. It can control water,
Oh, it can
which
just
is
control
relevant.
it? Okay, so
Yeah.
it's just gonna drown us.
Yeah, that's a we lose. Where's my music?
Is there any
Before-
different ones for Primal? Yeah, there
No.
is. Okay.
Wait, there is? Where?
Or not in the decks, I meant on the tier list.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Give me a second. I gotta fix my music because for some reason it stopped playing. There we go.
Alrighty, Groudon time.
Groudon, I think, is also going to be a just solid we lose.
Most likely.
Groudon is 11 foot 6 and 2,094.4 pounds.
I mean, yeah, it's called like the continent Pokemon, right?
He's also 16'5", 2,204 in Primal.
It's said to make volcanoes every time it wakes up. It makes
Oh.
water evaporate with heat. I'm pretty sure it just
It
makes us
sleeps
evaporate.
in magma.
He's tired boy. I'm pretty sure
Uh,
it's just a we lose. It makes volcanoes.
Yeah. Wait, this one. Wait, hold up. This one actually does have something mentioned about primal reversion.
The other one did too, but it was like really insignificant.
Is it? I just want to go back and just look at it because I didn't even notice that.
If I recall, the other one was like it causes rain.
Through primal
that causes the sea
reversion
level to
with
rise.
full nature's full power, take back a true form. It can summon storms that cause the sea levels to rise, and then Groudon's is Through primal reversion with nature's full power, actually cause magma to erupt in land masses. Oh yeah, it's the same shit. All right.
Like, it's also pretty much as like the same as their old descriptions. So, like,
Yeah.
I
All right,
think
we'll
they
throw
both
them
just go in the
there.
same
And
tier.
then my
Yeah.
music stopped again. Fucking why?
Here we go again with Rayquaza.
Oops. Yay, Rayquaza. He is 20
Um,
feet, 23 feet long, 455.3 pounds. Mega Rayquaza, he's 35 foot 5 and 864.2 pounds.
it has
Uh,
meteoroids inside its body. What the hell?
lived in the ozone layer for years. Wow, what a song to come on. I got the fight with Kyogre and Groudon playing right
Oh,
now.
nice. It doesn't say anything
Flies
about its
endlessly
strength, but
in the ozone layer. All right, to
yeah,
be fair, it doesn't say anything about its strength, yes, but it put the clash between Kyogre and Groudon to an end.
it's also 23 feet long
And
and
400 pounds.
like
Yeah.
450 pounds, and Mega nearly doubles its weight.
I think it's just
I
a we
think they both.
lose.
Yeah, I think they both just go and we lose.
It's
There's
also a
nothing
dragon
special
that lives
about
in
the
the fucking
Mega.
ozone. It's just gonna grab us and just bring us to space. We're just gonna die.
Yeah, Jirachi.
Wait. Oh, never mind. Jirachi. I kind of forgot
It
this
is
Pokemon
only
exists.
it is only awake for 7 days out of 1,000 years. Honestly, me.
For a steel type, this Pokemon's light as balls. 1 foot tall, 2.4 pounds.
Honestly, I don't feel like Jirachi should be a steel type personally.
Make sure any wish that is written on the note attached to its head when it awakens. That's
What
crazy.
if my wish is for it to lose?
True. All right. If this Pokemon senses danger, it will fight without awakening. That's interesting.
Throw his
Uh,
hands.
Jirachi will awaken from its sleep of 1,000 years if you sing to it in a voice of purity. I don't know if either of us will have that at this point.
Dude, it'll do any wish.
Oh, wait, hold up. Jirachi is set to make wishes come true. While it sleeps, a tough crystalline shell envelops the body to protect it from enemies.
Yes, we'd have to find it while it's alive or while it's awake.
Yeah, but we're most likely gonna. It sleeps for 1,000 years. So we're gonna find
Yeah,
it
but
sleeping. It's gonna be in a crystal shell, and it fights us while sleeping.
like if we write on its note, on like the note on its head, just like
But can we
die.
get to that note while it's crystal?
Yeah, yeah. Because it says that when it wakes up, it will grant any wishes written on the note on its head. So like that means you can write on it while it's asleep, and then it'll grant it when it wakes up.
All right, but we don't have a pencil.
Then we stick our finger on a rock nearby and draw on our blood.
I mean, you're technically right, but I feel like that's a cop out.
Dude, I'll bite a hole in my finger.
All right, for Sean, it's a no diff. For me, I think this thing just wins. All right, to be fair, if it's a fight to the death and I'm not trying to die, I'm no diffing it because I'm gonna fucking rip a hole in my finger and write on the goddamn note.
Yeah, right.
All right, no, but hold up. Before I put it in no diff, let me reread what it said. If it senses danger,
Mm-hmm.
would it sense danger from our intent of saying it loses?
I don't know. It says it'll grant any wish though.
I think it would sense danger because our whole thing is, oh, we're going and pissed off trying to fight Pokemon. I think it would sense danger and it would start fighting us before we even had a chance to write on the note.
I guess that's fair. That's fair. That's a fair assumption, I'd say.
So I still think it should go in losing because he's fucking hard as shit and not letting us get close,
Yeah.
which
Also,
is whack for a fucking 2-pound Pokemon.
none of the various Deoxys forms have different dex entries.
All right, we'll throw them all in the same. It makes sense that we'd probably throw them in the same category anyway.
However, they have a laser beam,
Huh?
so
Is that a
it's
dex
got
entry, or are you just like reading something or looking at something?
Omega Ruby.
Okay. Sudden mutation, crystalline
Hi-
organ,
Highly intelligent.
shoots lasers, yeah,
Oh
highly
wait, there's
intelligent.
Fire Red, Ruby, and Emerald and Leaf Green all have various forms, but
Wait,
none of the rest of the dex entries.
but, huh? Why is it like that, though? Because Ruby and
Oh,
Sapphire have the normal
oh
form, Fire Red has the attack form, Leaf Green has the defense form, and Emerald has the speed form?
no, that's actually intended.
Is it?
Back in those older games, because Generation 4 was the only game that added it where you could change the form at will. Otherwise, the form was based on whichever game you had Deoxys in. So if you had
Oh!
Deoxys in Ruby and Sapphire, it would always be normal, and I guess that the rest were the rest.
Huh.
So like if you were playing a competitive team and you wanted a speed form Deoxys, you'd have to be an Emerald.
Whack.
So I guess that makes sense. Otherwise, it can fool enemies by altering its appearance, by altering cellular structure, it can absorb damage. Otherwise, superior agility and speed with a laser beam. It just
Yeah,
wins no matter what.
I think we lose in every
Yeah,
situation.
it wins no matter what.
Alright, what's your favorite Deoxys form?
Hmm. I feel like my least favorite is attack.
My least favorite is speed.
I think my favorite's defense.
I like attack. Defense is a close second, though.
I think
Defense
I don't like
reminds me of something, and I can't remember what it is.
my problem with attack and speed is I feel like they don't change enough about like the design to make me interested.
I like attack better than base just because I like the point of your head, but I think speed just makes him look stupid with the point of your head and the point of your legs.
That's true. I think I like
Oh, wait,
defense
shit.
the
Oh,
most.
fuck, we're here. Oh, I didn't even
Differential.
realize. I didn't
Turtwig.
realize Deoxys was the last. Hold up, I gotta change the
Turtwig's my
music.
baby boy. My baby boy Turtwig.
Give me 1 second here and I'll change our music playlist. We'll change over to uh Sinnoh music. Um I know my joke was that I'm gonna play fucking Piano Before Cynthia the entire time. I'm gonna wait till we get to like the end game of Sinnoh before I start doing that, just so it's not drawing on for too long.
I'll wait until we hit exactly
When we get to
Garchomp.
Gibble, I'll put it on.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, Turtwig, 1'4", 22.5 pounds. I have a feeling it's probably going to be a no diff, but let's read the dex.
The shell on its back is made of soil. So it's
And
not
it
a very
hardens when
hard
it drinks
shell.
water,
Yeah.
but I don't need to hit the shell.
Otherwise,
Ugh.
it's got nothing.
On a very healthy Turtwig, the shell should feel moist.
I mean, yeah, it's soil.
Whack.
Otherwise, I don't think there's anything.
I do
Wait,
like
that's
how
so
it's slowly but surely taking quicker because there's less entries to read.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it's literally just punch it in the face and
Synoh.
it's fucked.
Yeah, I think it's
The
Synoh.
shell's the only hard part.
And then Grottle.
How different is a Grottle?
Grottle's heavy.
3'7", 213.8 pounds.
Yeah, Grottle's
Goddamn.
heavy. This is a big boy.
Its shell is hardened soil again. Carries Pokemon. It has its own secret spring water. Oh, he
It's
just seems
something
kind of like a gentle lad.
Yeah, it kind of seems like a gentle boy, but again, it is like 213 pounds, and there's nothing to say it won't get aggressive if you start punching it.
And there's also nothing to say it's slow like Shelgon.
Yeah.
I still think we beat it. I just don't think it's necessarily an easy beat.
I think like going off of what we have in mid diff, like it has to be a condition. I feel like it should just be a low diff.
That's fair. Torterra! I think we lose 7'3", although a decent chunk of that's probably a tree, no?
Yeah, but again, it's
683.4 pounds.
Alrighty, let's see here.
Wait, look at the Detective Pikachu one. I actually like that. He looks cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool, honestly.
Did my music stop again?
Some Pokemon are
Bruh.
born on a Torterra's back and spend their entire life there. Dude, it's only 6 feet big.
Yeah, it's not
How
that
much of
big.
your
What the
life are you
fuck?
spending on a 6-foot
It's not like the world tortoise. You know what I mean?
Pokemon migrating in search of water, or groups of this Pokemon migrating in search of water have been mistaken for moving forests?
Well, yeah, because it's a group of the Pokemon.
Yeah. Um,
Uh,
People believe that beneath the ground, a gigantic Torterra lives.
yeah, world tortoise, world turtle.
That's cool.
That's a common thing
Um,
in fantasy.
yeah. Its strength is peerless, it says in
Hmm.
Legends Arceus.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the only one that mentions it. Do we go entirely off of that?
I think so.
All right, fair.
I mean, it's in one of the dex entries, so I don't
So
think
we
they should
lose.
ignore it. Yeah. Monkey Boy.
Monkey.
Sure.
1'8", 13.7 pounds. He does have a fire on his ass, but not always, technically, right?
Yeah, no. Before going to sleep, it extinguishes the flame on its tail to prevent fires. It's a considerate boy.
Its fiery rear end is fueled by gas man at its belly, so it's just constantly farting.
Yeah, this boy fart. Do we start a fire?
Even rain can extinguish the fire. That's interesting. Very agile before going to sleep. Yeah, yeah.
I guess that's because it's a gas fire, right? Like water's not good against or for gas fires, right?
No, water's not good for electric fire.
Okay.
Though there are certain gases that do keep fire going even in water. So yeah, no, that's fair. Um,
There's nothing like that scary about it other than
and it
it's
is only 13
smart.
pounds.
Yeah, I think you can kind of kick it in the head, I feel like.
You want to just throw it in no, or you want to throw it in low?
I mean, it's still on fire, so I guess it is a low diff.
All right, yeah, we put Charmander in low diff for I think the same reason.
Yeah.
All right, Monferno, 2'11", 48.5 pounds. Stretches the fire on its tail. I don't know how the fuck that works. How do you stretch a fire?
And it says that it does use its tail as a weapon in Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it leaps
Skillfully
about,
controls the intensity of the fire on its tail to keep its foes at an ideal distance.
it uses ceilings and walls to launch aerial attacks.
Well, I
And
mean,
it
in this
says
case, we're probably out in the forest.
that its fiery tail is but one weapon. So that means that it like will use its hands and its feet too. So
Mm-hmm.
like this is just a chimpanzee gonna like tearing you apart probably. I still think
Mm-hmm.
it's winnable because it's not heavy like a chimpanzee. Like this is a 48-pound Pokemon. I don't know how heavy a chimpanzee is. How heavy is a chimpanzee? Yeah, a fully grown chimpanzee is like 88 to 130 pounds. So this is like half the size of a regular chimpanzee,
But with fire.
but with fire. I mean, it could be a high diff.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair.
Yeah,
I'm assuming Infernape's just gonna be a no.
probably. Yeah, its head is on fire. It uses a special kind of martial arts involving all of its limbs. It confounds opponents with its speed.
Yeah, it is beaten by none in terms of quickness.
Yeah, it's probably a win.
All right, I know what you meant, but that sounded like you meant like we won.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah,
easy. I'm losing.
Piplup,
Flip
punch the child.
the lad. 1'4", 11.5 pounds.
Um, a poor walker, it often falls down.
Well, I think I know where this one's going.
It's very prideful, but it's like very bad at everything it does.
It is an 11-pound penguin that can't walk. I'm kicking the shit out of it, no matter how much I love it.
Yeah, it's an L for that guy. And then we get to the angry penguin. I remember when X and Y first came out, there were so many jokes about how angry Prinplup looked.
Dude, he was pissed in the XY.
He was. Because every Prinplup considers itself to be the most important, they can never form a group.
Crazy.
Its wings deliver wicked blows that
It
can
can snap the
even
thickest
the
of
thickest of
trees.
trees. Huh? I guess it's a
It
lose.
says that multiple times too. Like, there's different Pokedex entries that reinforce that.
I guess it's a lose then.
Oh, to reiterate on it, Scarlet says you snap even the thickest of trees in half with a single hit, just to make sure you were aware.
Yeah. So like I guess it's just a we lose. Wasn't expecting to lose to Prinplup, I'll be real.
I'm assuming the Empoleon's also going to be a loss. 5'7", 186.3 pounds.
It's as fast as a jet boat.
Alright, but that's swimming. We're fighting it on land since we can fight it on land.
Yeah. Guess that's fair. But it can cleave through an entire ice flow.
Oh yeah, that's that's a feat. That's
And in
going in an I
Legends of
lose.
Arceus, its wings are a match for even master crafted blades.
Ooh, concerning. Yeah. Alright, we
Or
lose that one.
I love Starly.
Starly, I don't know how this one's gonna go. 4 pounds.
It says they are weak. They're weak individually, so they have to form groups.
Mm-hmm.
Usually with a flock, they're barely noticeable when they're alone.
Though small, they flap their wings with great power. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to imply.
I think it just means that they can fly quickly. I don't know. It says they're weak. I'd just say it's a no diff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because if a Pokedex entry says it's weak, then it's like probably there.
Alright. Now the question is Staravia actually gonna be something, or do we have to wait to Staraptor for something to be interesting?
Staraptor, I'm fully expecting to be we lose, but I don't know about Staravia.
Recognizing its own
Recognizing
weakness, they live in groups.
They're they're weak, I guess.
Mm,
They constantly fight amongst themselves. Those that have the most magnificent plumes on their head are the strongest ones. So they
we-
do fight.
are we throwing it in with Starly?
I'll
Are we
say low
throwing it
diff.
in low? Yeah, that's fair.
I'll say low, just because they are constantly fighting with each other. So like they're probably getting a little bit of practice that way. I mean, it's only 34 pounds, but still, it can fly. It's probably kind of annoying.
Oh shit, champion battle.
Cynthia doesn't have a Staraptor.
No, I mean the song. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy that I know this song and I've never played the game to this point. 3'11", 54.9 pounds.
It never stops attacking, even if injured. They have sturdy wings.
Muscles in its wings and legs are strong. Courageously challenge foes that are much larger.
The force at which Staraptor flies through the air allows it to carry away large, burly targets.
Mm,
So it's going to lift us
interesting.
into the air and drop us.
And also, just to reiterate on that, look at the Staraptor in Pokemon Adventures, because that Staraptor is hella grabbing that man by the head and just gonna squeeze him into a pulp.
Yeah. I feel like it is overstating how big Staraptor is, because it is only 3'11", but it's like twice the size of that guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
But either way, it's going to pick us up and drop us.
And it never stops attacking, even if it's injured, so, like, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like it's a close but no.
It might be a close but no. I can see that.
Because he is still relatively small.
It is only 55 pounds. Yeah.
But yeah,
I'd
he's
say
gonna
that's
pick us
fair.
up and just drop us, and we're just gonna be fucked.
Bidoof?
Aw, Bidoof. I kind of forgot Bidoof existed for a second. 1'8", 44.1 pounds.
It does have nerves of steel, so it can't feel the pain, but it's still getting hurt.
That's not what that means.
It says nothing can perturb it, though. I guess that just means it can't get upset.
Yeah.
But I interpret it as it literally can't feel pain.
Bro, you were going on the god Bidoof.
I mean, even if it does, you're just gonna beat it up and it won't even feel it, so it won't know when to back out.
A comparison revealed that Bidoof's front teeth grow at the same rate as a Rattata's. Why is that relevant information?
I don't know.
It chews up boulders.
It doesn't say how fast though. Like it uses its teeth to whittle down rocks and logs, but like that's not like
Other way
it does
around.
that over time. Or sorry, yeah, but it uses the so I don't even think it's that strong.
It's more agile than it appears.
Even so, more agile than it appears. It's like a chunky beaver. I don't know. I think
I
it's a
like the Legends Arceus one. There have been incidents involving Bidoof sauntering into villages and gnawing on houses without a single care.
yeah, I don't care, man. A Bidoof doesn't know what a house is. It's gonna eat it.
We no diffing him?
Yeah.
Alright, Bibarel. 3'3", 69.4 pounds. Known as an industrious worker. Movements out of the water are sluggish.
Sharp incisors that allow it to cut through branches.
Alright, but so does a fucking Bidoof.
I mean, I can snap a branch too myself, but like,
Um, it's the one thing for fighting is just it's sluggish.
yeah,
He's not very big. He's not very heavy. No diff.
yeah, I guess so.
Also, the Giratina battle song is fucking weird.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping it was gonna be a banger, but this is kind of just like meh.
Hold on, let me listen to it again just because I don't quite remember.
While you're looking that up, we're on a Cricketot, which I hope is a no diff. 1 foot, 4.9 pounds.
I'll do the
Uh,
platinum version.
that's the one I'm listening to. Yeah, shakes its head back to front, causing its antenna to hate each other and sound like a xylophone.
Oh, I love this theme.
Do you?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not into it.
it's very nostalgic, I guess, for me. That's probably why.
I like how Platinum literally just says its legs are short.
Yeah, it's like, yo, this guy, F this guy. This guy's small.
Black and white also do that.
I mean, yeah, it's just kind of like a little joke character, right?
He's a
Like,
little bug that makes a xylophone noise when its antenna clack. I'm fucking picking him up and chucking him.
and he's gonna make a lot of noise when you do so.
I'm gonna sit there laughing my ass off as he's chucked across the fucking room. All right, Cricketoon.
You know, like in the cartoons when a character falls down a cliff and you kind of hear them hitting each rock on the way
Yeah,
down.
that's gonna be the Cricketoon.
It's
Or
really the same
Cricketot.
thing except with music notes.
All right, Cricketoon. 3'3", 56.2 pounds. Knife-like arms.
Okay, that's kind of scary. But how big is it?
But
It's 3 feet.
now, does it mean knife-like in terms of sharpness, or just knife-like because of the shape?
I'm gonna take it as in it has knife arms.
All right.
But it's 3 feet tall, so that's like half my height. I mean, even then,
Uh,
if I'm fighting like someone half my height with knives, like that's still scary.
yeah. Everything. Arceus says cutlass-like arms.
I think it's scary. I don't think it's a we lose just because it is 3 feet tall. How heavy is it actually? Let me see.
56 pounds.
56 pounds. So I guess if you put it like a big enough beating on it, like if you hit it pretty hard, it's probably out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, knife like arms is scary. So I don't think it's a free win.
Low diff.
It might be a low diff, yeah.
Shinx.
I love Shinx.
1'8", 20.9 pounds. He's a lot heavier than I thought he would be. I thought he'd be like 15 or under. 15,
I think
10 to 15.
this may be a theoretical tier.
Wait,
Just
really?
because
Oh,
it
yeah, you're right.
yeah,
It flees
if
while the foe
danger
is blinded.
yep. It's for dazzles if danger is sensed and it flees while the enemy's blinded.
Its body shines if endangered. That's pretty cool, though.
It is pretty cool. It's because Shinx is kind of like the first towards the electricity,
Uh,
which I think is cool.
Technically speaking, the extension and contraction of its muscles generates electricity. Technically speaking, that's just how muscles work, right?
Yeah. Yeah, either way, we definitely can't do anything.
Oh, that's
to it.
interesting. Excited trembling is a sign that Shinx is generating a tremendous amount of electricity. But yeah, I do think it's a theoretical. I think that's fair to say.
Let me get you a really good Pokemon theme to play right now.
I gotta remember what one from Platinum I like, because there is one from Platinum that I know of that I like. Actually, it might be Black and White now that I think about it. I can't remember what it is. It's one of the. Is it Little?
This one's
something?
a chill one. If you want a chill one.
Pokemon League Day. I think you have sent this to me before. I'll throw it in the queue. Let me. Ooh, whoops. Is it Littlewood Town? Is that the name of the town?
Little Root.
That's the one.
Little Root is Hoenn.
Oh, it's Hoenn? Maybe it's Hoenn then. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. I don't know.
Sinnoh's starting town is Twin Leaf.
No, it is Twin Leaf. That's the one I'm thinking of. Shit.
Let me look up Twin Leaf because I don't know if
I like Twin Leaf. I don't remember if it's day or night though.
Yeah, that's what Pokemon Gen 4 was good for, was having like a different theme for day and night. That was awesome.
I think it was day, considering I have time on this one. I'll throw it in the queue as well.
Brilliant Diamond ruined it.
Really?
I don't like the Brilliant Diamond one.
Alright, so listening to Pokemon League Day right now. Alright, Luxio.
Let's take a look at this guy.
2'11", 67.2 pounds.
So it's like a medium-sized dog.
Oh.
Strong electricity goes through the tips of their claws. A slight scratch causes fainting.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so we probably lose against Luxio.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that... Oh, wait, hold up. Look at Shield.
Shield. Ooh! Okay, that's terrifying, actually.
How
that's
many
no longer you pass out.
volts can a human stand?
I thought we looked it up and it was like 10,000 or something. I don't know.
It is sometimes suggested that the human lethality is most common with alternating current at 100 to 250 volts.
Okay, so not even close to...
Okay, so that's like the average, because it's saying however death has occurred below the range, but that's probably someone with like a heart issue.
Okay, so it's not even 1,000 then, yeah. So
yeah, that's
just kills you.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That is like lethal. Okay. God, Luxray has such a good...
Okay, let's say it's not lethal, because most of it is saying just causes fainting, and this seems to be implying that that's the max they can put out, but not what they regularly put out.
Even then, if it scratches
still lose, because we're just getting fainted, like, immediately.
If they scratch you and knock you out, then they're just going to rip you apart when you're fainted.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's see what the Luxray is. 4'7", 92.6 pounds, still wish he had a Mega.
It can see through solid objects.
Oh yeah, I forgot he has X-ray vision for some reason.
Yeah.
Good to track down prey. Wait, is this all just about it being able to see well?
Yeah, pretty much, actually.
What the fuck?
How heavy is this thing, though? 92 pounds, 4'7".
Alright, but theoretically, it wouldn't lose the ability to knock you out with a scratch, right?
Yeah, no, probably not. I doubt its electricity would get weaker.
It just can see you more.
Yeah.
Alright. Funny Badoo that I still refuse to believe is a Gen 4 introduction.
Yeah, it's one of the few baby mons from Gen 4.
No, so like I don't refuse to believe that Badoo is Gen 4, because I know Roserade is Gen 4. What I refuse to believe is the middle evolution isn't Gen 4. I thought they were all the same gen.
Oh no, Roselia was Hoenn, yeah.
That fucks me up. I don't like
It was
that.
it's just like a one-off, but then it was like super weak, so I guess they gave it more.
All right. So Buddy is 8 inches tall, 2.6 pounds.
Its pollen does give you a runny nose.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to blow my nose in the middle of the fight. Oh no. I'm gonna pick up its corpse and blow my nose with it.
Yeah, it's probably a no diff. One of the lines says that its buds release toxic pollen, but then in
Yeah, but
another line it says that the pollen just causes sneezing and runny
theoretically,
nose.
that is toxic per se.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, it's probably a
Allergies
no
are
diff.
quite literally your body thinking something is a toxin when it's not.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine. Fuck it, no diff that motherfucker. Where did we put
Yeah.
Roselia? Because now I'm curious if we're putting this dude here. Where did we put Roselia?
I don't remember.
Roselia
There's
is
400. There's over 400 Pokemon on the list, so it's probably
Roselia
gonna
is
be.
high diff.
Oh, okay.
So that's interesting going into
Oh,
Roserade.
Roserade. Each of its hands contain different toxins, and its hands can jab with near fatal power.
Oh. Movements of a dancer strikes with whips that are densely lined with poison thorns.
Yeah, this is we lose. It
Yeah, I
uses
think.
its poison whips also to bind its prey, so it's
Ow.
gonna tie us up with spiked thorns or with spiked whips, pretty much.
Ow.
Cranidos, Dino.
2'11", 69.4 pounds. Lived in jungles around 100 million years ago. Skull is hard as iron.
Yeah,
Down spray. Snap obstructing trees with headbutts. Where did we put Bagon?
it once used skillful headbutts to combat Aerodactyl. How? How is it ever
Broken
touching an
jump.
Aerodactyl?
Bro's insane.
What?
That's actually funny as shit. I love that. Which Pokedex did that?
That's in Scarlet, but also it says it lacks any intelligence. Ultra Sun says it possesses a hard and sturdy skull, but lacks intelligence.
So that's just battle sense. That's just innate battle sense. That's crazy.
Yeah, it just headbutts. That's like the only thing this guy knows how to do.
But yeah, I'll throw it with Bagon, and I'm losing.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I
It's
don't think
still a
Rampardos
loss.
is going to be better. 5'3", 226 pounds. Ow. All
It has
right,
enough
moving.
power to shatter even the most durable of things upon impact.
Yeah, it's Twin Leaf Town Day. I love Twin Leaf Town Day. All right, well, oh yeah, most durable things upon impact. Yeah, that hurts.
Pokemon Sun.
The result of repeated headbutts is skull grown thick and hard. However, its brain is shrunk in size.
Keep in mind the last Dex entry also said that it lacks intelligence. Like this dude is small brain.
Bro's got a peanut. I still think I'm losing, but
Yeah, it definitely is. Some theories suggest that its stupidity led to its extinction.
oh,
It's so sad. Bro is just dumb. Bro is just dumb.
oh, shield on.
I like Shieldon.
1'8", 125 pounds.
It's a heavy boy.
Its facial height is extremely hard. Weak to attacks from behind.
It's very
It reminds me of a Helmasaur. If you're looking at stream, Helmasaurs from Zelda.
oh yeah.
Of course, there's very different depictions of them, but yeah. Because that's their whole
It's
gimmick
the
is you
same
have to hit them in the
concept,
ass.
Yeah. That's the same concept, yeah.
Pretty much
I
everything
think
is just saying it's sturdy face, but its ass is just weak.
Yeah, I think we know diff it just because I'd assume it's kind of slow. So I think it's a no diff.
All right, Bastiodon. I feel like it's a different story. 4'3", 329.6 pounds. Any
This
frontal
one's
attack is
so
repulsed.
cool. When they line up side by side, no foe could break through. That's how they shield their young. They just form a wall.
Yeah, it's like the Roman phalanx.
Yeah.
Uh, docile Pokemon. It's docile.
And it still says that they're left without recourse when attacked from behind.
Wait, what? Where?
That was in hold on. A Sun.
So do we think we could beat it?
Yeah, I think I could beat it.
I don't know if I'd
It
put it in no.
their main defense when assaulted by their enemies is to try to line up side by side and use their head to block attacks. So I'm pretty sure if you like Dark Souls roll behind this guy, he's gonna be like trying to awkwardly shift left and right, like oh, how do I get my head? I gotta block.
Do we put it in no?
I think maybe how big is it? Hold on one second.
It's still 300 pounds.
Okay, yeah, maybe it's still a high diff just because if the thing decides to roll over, we're squished.
Roll over, or if it decides to just like smack us with its head, like headbutt us, it's just gonna hurt.
It has a tail too. Like it could just whap us with its tail, and that's still probably like a 50-pound tail, probably.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm fine putting it in high diff.
Yeah.
All right, Burmy. I always forget Burmy's this generation. For some reason, I always think Burmy is Gen 5, and I don't know why.
Covers itself with a cloak made of twigs and leaves. It always
Oh
releases
god, I
focus.
hate that thing!
What?
Look at no
Oh,
cloak!
why is it naked? That's so
I
gross.
hate that!
Why does it have a body? That's so gross.
Is that something you can even see in game? Like, where is that from?
No, that you cannot see that in game. Why is that a thing?
Oh, he's in the anime.
That's so gross.
He's disgusting. I hate him.
I want to rank it lower now.
Oh wait, the cloaks have different entries in Arceus.
Oh yeah. It's scrawny and vulnerable to the cold. It's
Wait, yeah, wait. I just
random.
realized all of its cloaks are shit that we could probably still punch through.
Or just rip apart with our hands and then continue going.
Yeah.
So it's probably just a no diff.
Yeah. He's
It
also not
seems
very
mostly like
big.
the cloak is used to hide itself over like actually attack.
I gotta move each of the three, and then I'm gonna have to move each of the three evolutions back up.
Oh, interesting. I never knew this, but all of Wormadam's different forms give different EVs when defeated.
Oh, really? I guess that
gives
makes
two-
sense.
Yeah. Plant gives 2 special defense, Sandy Cloak gives 2 defense, and Trash Cloak gives 1 defense, 1 special defense.
Where? All right, Wormadam. Is there? All right, cool. There's no uncloaked Wormadam here. Thank God.
Yeah, we don't have to see this thing naked.
The cloak became part of the Pokemon's body. The cloak is never shed.
Oh, jeez.
How big is this thing? 1'8", 14.3 pounds. I still feel like it's probably gonna be a no diff, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Its skin is reasonably hard. It has no problem repelling a Starly's peck. That's a
all right, but that's a
Starly.
piercing attack, not a punch.
Yeah,
it's not
that's that's also a Starly too. Also, keep in mind its entire body isn't cloaked. Its head is uncloaked.
Pierce versus strike damage. Blends the scenery so much. Yeah, I think it's still a no diff.
Its head is still uncovered. You're just gonna bonk it on the head.
It's just a no diff. Fucking stupid ass.
Mothin.
I'm assuming Mothin's also gonna be a no diff. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
It could still just be poisonous. You never know.
True.
A lot of it seems to be about how it steals honey from Combi.
Oh. I actually
Kinda
quite like
neat.
Motham's design, even though it's kind of basic. I do quite like it. 2'11", 51.4 pounds.
It just says that it steals honey. That's like every Pokedex entry.
No diff?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna steal Kobe's honey first, and then go beat the shit out of it as it tries to steal my honey.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait at the Combi nest for it to show up.
Combi! Wait, I thought Combi was Gen 5 too. What the fuck?
Nah, Combi's Gen 4.
1 foot.
Look at the shape.
Bruh.
So I don't know if you recall Porygon.
Yeah, Porygon isn't that shape.
Why did Porygon not have that? Why does Coughing not have that?
So 1 foot, 12.1 pounds. I like the wall of Combi from the
Oh
anime.
my god, the wall of Gombe, yeah. Oh my god. The boy is squatting up.
Pokemon formed by 3 others. It basically carries Sweet Floral Honey, the Vespiquen. I'm surprised we haven't gotten like a Babymon of Combi where it's just one of them.
I thought it would be fun if there was a male Combi evolution too, where it's like maybe like a bug fighting type.
Yeah, but to be fair, that doesn't make sense for bees because the whole thing about, the queen's actually doing something and then the males are just drones.
Well, yeah, but this is like a baby bee, I feel like is how I interpret it. Like, this is a little baby guy.
True. Clarkson delivers honey to the colony.
Three
Trios
Pokemon
together
joined-
from birth. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, one of their Pokedex entries is 3 Pokemon jointed to become one.
Thank you, Pokemon.
Which implies that there's a form that's only one. But I don't know. I think it's just a no diff, though. I'm not seeing anything scary.
Yeah. Do they even have a stinger?
I don't think so. Oh, I guess they do have something at the back, but
But is it a stinger?
it
Or is it
doesn't
just
say
their
that
ass?
I don't know. It doesn't say that they can sting.
All right, Vespiquen, 3'11" to 84.9 pounds.
Fun fact, actually, I believe that Vespiquen's name was supposed to originally be Vespiquen.
Oh, you're right. There isn't a second E.
Um,
I genuinely didn't notice that until now.
I believe it actually was supposed to be, but it's not simply because there was a typo or something, and they stuck with it.
Do you think it's similar to Dark Nuts from Zelda, where it was a translation error?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm
Dark
pretty
Nu-
sure that the original version of Vespiquen, though, did have 2 E's, and then they just forgot it at some point.
Yeah, Dark Nuts from Zelda is a misnomer. From what we understand, it was supposed to be Dark Knight, but there was a mistranslation and it ended up being Dark Nut, and they just stuck with it ever since.
Kind of funny.
Abdomen is a honeycomb for grubs. When endangered,
This thing's just
the
gross.
grubs attack.
Yeah, this thing's just gross. Why don't we have Combi as a middle evolution with grubs as a little version?
Yeah, seriously.
This thing is just disgusting, by the way.
I
Put
don't
this
think
guy
we're
in
losing
no-diff.
to grubs, if I'm being honest. Like, yeah,
Put
that's
this guy in
gross,
no-diff.
but I don't think we're losing.
This is a Dark Souls enemy. Get this thing in no diff.
Oh, Patrice is up next.
Pachirisu did win Worlds.
He
But can
did
it
win
win a
Worlds,
fight?
you're right.
They can rub their cheek pouches together?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that's
have
a
a very
pair of them. That's a pair of
Oh,
them.
I was gonna say they do have very stretchy faces from what I remember in the anime. 1'4", 8.6 pounds, which
It
honestly
doesn't
is
say how
heavier than I
strong their
thought.
electricity is. It just says they store electricity, but it doesn't say how strong.
Shoots charges from the tail.
Legends Arceus says that they are actually related to Pikachu. I don't like that.
Huh. Well, something is saying static electricity in one of the dex entries, so we could say it's just like a shock. It's not necessarily like a.
Yeah,
I'm punting the electric squirrel. I'll say it.
yeah.
Oh fuck! I dropped him. Dude, that's the
My
one thing that sucks
boy.
about this is I keep dropping the Pokemon, so I have to go back to the bottom and grab them again.
My baby boy is up next.
I hope he gets shit on.
My
2'4", 65 pounds.
I love Weasel.
Has a flotation device. Swims by being Tails from Sonic.
Yeah, pretty much. The Paldea Pokedex entry kind of looks like it's doing the funny dance.
Oh shit! Look at him. Sean, I'm sorry, but I'm not seeing anything that's making it anything other
Yeah.
than a no diff.
We can move on to Floatzel. Goodbye.
He's
Weasel.
he's kind of fucked. You wanna know what's fucked up?
What?
Both of the Pokemon you like, I don't think went anywhere good. Meanwhile, Mudkip was in fucking I'm losing.
I think Shuppet
Oh wait, no, Shuppet's a
actually-
tie. Shuppet's in tie.
Yeah, Shuppet was a tie because it doesn't have a physical form. So like it
And
can't hurt us, but we can't hurt it.
and then Bennett, I think we just note where did we put Bennett? Bennett's a
I
no
think
diff. Because
yeah,
he's just a doll.
because Bennett gains a physical form, so it just loses.
Alright,
Oh,
Floatzel.
Floatzel's such a good boy.
3'7",
Especially the left
73.9
people,
pounds.
tiny people.
Yeah, he's nice, but that doesn't mean that he has any fighting
Yeah, no,
ability.
it looks like it loses. It looks like a no diff, honestly, but
Yippee!
granted, it is 74 pounds.
I still think it's a no diff.
Yeah, probably.
It's like knocking out a child.
Poor little guy.
Cherubi.
I'm eating it.
1 foot 1'4", 7.3 pounds.
That shape. I guess that shape makes sense.
Wait, what is the
but
shape? Yeah, I guess.
That has to be a shape that was introduced in Gen 4. That has to be why so many.
Yeah,
of the
because I
other
did
ones
not.
didn't
I
have
don't
it.
remember seeing that shape before Gen 4.
Yeah.
Small ball holds the nutrients needed for evolution. Apparently, it's very sweet and tasty. Shit, we are eating it.
Yeah, I'm eating it. I am eating it.
Small ball is not only full of nutrients; it's also tasty.
Why does it have a face? I don't like that it's like a nutrient ball, but then it has a face. It makes it sound like it's a reference to like two children being born at the same time, and then one of the cells devours the other, or like two children being conceived
Yeah,
at the same
I
time.
forget what it's called, but there is a term for it.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but like it sounds like two children being conceived at the same time, and then one consumes the other.
All right, Cherim. I
It looks like a
forgot
bell.
Cherim existed
Yeah.
in both
That's fair
forms. Wait, are both forms on the thing here? Or is it...
Ugh.
Wait, they are separate on the thing here. Fuck, we gotta rank them.
Look at the overcast form in the anime. That's so gross.
What the fuck?
Its eyes are so low.
Why are its eyes on its fucking legs? What the hell?
It's so gross.
Blooms during time of song. Sunlight tries to make up for everything it endured as a bud.
Overcast. Oh, there's we can go off of Sword and Shield because there's two different entries.
As a bud, it barely moves, sits still, placidly waiting for sunlight to appear. Petals are pretty tough.
It's motionless, save for the occasional quiver. So I think that the bud form loses.
100%.
Cherim.
Because even if the fucking buds are hard, we can still hit its nuts.
Its eyes are exposed too. So like
no, the eyes are exposed when it's in bud form, other than in the anime.
No, but in the bud form, if you look at like the very
oh,
bottom
you're
of the
right, it
cover,
does.
there's like a line. I think
You're
its eyes are
right.
just closed.
All right, sunshine. Full of energy. It's active.
It just seems like it's a plant that walks. That's like
I still think it's a no diff.
It's a no diff, yeah.
Hey, we're on. I can't remember the name. Shellos and the other one.
Gastrodon or Gastrodon, whichever
you prefer. You like Gastrodon quite a bit, don't you?
I do. I like Shellos too.
1 foot, 13.9 pounds.
Shellos just looks so dumb. Look at that oblivious smile.
He does.
I love Shellos. Look at his pictures. Bro is shocked.
I like the EC Shellos in the anime because they just look concerned.
Yeah, they're like side eye. And the other ones are just like hi.
All right. Color and shape differ from region to region. 2 types are confirmed in Sinnoh. Wait, so how come we haven't gotten more?
So the purple liquid that oozes out of it, they say, is harmless but sticky.
I see.
So very sticky. I'm honestly surprised that there's not a regional form for Shellos. I feel like it would be so easy to make like a different colored Shellos and then make it like a poison type.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like that would be very easy.
Oh, Westie and EC also do have different Pokedex entries in the later games.
EC is decreasing in numbers. Yikes, that's unfortunate. I always preferred East form, but I prefer the pink form for Gastrodon and the blue form for Shellos.
Nah, that's fair. That's entirely fair. I get that. No diff, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna stick to me, so I'm gonna have to beat it up with my second hand. But
man, I'm gonna find 2 of them and just beat them to death with each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean my shoes afterwards or something.
Which one of these would make a good burger? Are we talking about which Shellos or which Pokemon?
I think pink shellos would taste better.
Honestly, that's fair.
Pink just seems like a tastier color than blue.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I don't know if that's just a me thing, but
All right, Gastrodon, 2'11", 65.9 pounds. Also, if you're talking about which Pokemon would make a good burger, probably one of the cow Pokemon.
yeah, I like Miltank.
I want red
Uh,
on my meat. Yeah, I want red meat, bro. I want pure red. I want it mooing at me, bro. All right, West Sea, strong regenerative. Even if parts are bitten off, it will return to normal in a few hours.
its fluid still isn't poisonous. It's still just sticky. It has a
Has
body
a
without bones.
hard plate on its
Whoa.
back.
Whoa, that's cool. In ancient times, it apparently had a huge shell. Why didn't we get a regional version of it for
For
Scarlet Violet?
real.
Scarlet Violet is all about like, yo, here's all these mons that have like ancient forms, and then whenever you get a Pokemon that says it has an ancient form, we don't get it. Where
Can't
is
wait.
it?
Can't wait for the Pal World tier list, bro. That requires me to have an interest in Pal World first.
I chase. My problem with ranking the Pal World designs is that Pal World designs do seem to be a legitimate, like, this is supposed to be a parodical take of Pokemon, so it's kind of hard to judge the designs by themselves.
Also, did it have an actual Dex entry, or is it literally just basing it on design?
I don't know. I like the sheep.
True. All right,
That's
where are
like
we
the only
putting the
one I care about.
Gastrodons?
It still says they're not poisonous.
I still kind of
Uh,
think they're no diff,
they have no bones, and if any part of them is torn off, it'll grow back instantly.
but we're not tearing them apart. We're just beating the shit out of them.
That's true. It doesn't say that it doesn't have a brain. And if you destroy its brain, it'll eventually die. Yeah, I'd say that's fair. We can
They
no
have
diff
no
it.
bones. Yeah, but like other things on this tier list have no bones, and we could still probably beat the fuck out of it.
Yeah, things that have no bones, that doesn't mean that they can't die. Like,
Hey, Ambipom,
I do like Ambipom.
3'11", 48 or 44.8 pounds.
Ambipomp's just such a charming mon, except actually I just noticed that it has really disgusting bangs. Why did they do my boy like
Wait, he has
that?
bangs.
Look at his bangs,
Oh
bro. What
shit,
the hell?
bro's got like the bowl cut.
Bro's got a goofy bowl cut. What is going on with this guy?
Rarely uses its hands because it mainly uses the tail.
If I recall correctly, they're like roughly supposed to be like a reference to like the monkeys that come in a barrel.
Hmm. I see. I want his cut, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It breaks nuts with its tails.
All right, cool. I can break a nut too. Your point is, I can
Yeah,
also bust a nut.
that's the only thing I got for its strength. I think it's whoa, look at him in Pokemon Adventures.
Hmm?
Bro's
Oh
playing
yeah,
arms.
dude's pissed.
Playing arms.
Uh, get into territorial disputes with Pessimian. They win about half the time.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll have to revisit Ambipom once we see how strong Passimian is. I don't know.
I will say I may have to step away for a minute. Not
Okay.
100% sure yet. My stomach just dropped.
Oh yikes! Is it the ice cream?
Yeah, probably. Where are we putting this thing?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to rank without ranking Passimian because it says it beats Passimian half the time, but we don't know how strong a Passimian is. So I guess we could put it no diff for now.
Where did we put regular?
Pretty sure it's no diff.
Yeah. Roro IBS, pretty
IBS.
much.
Drifloon. All
Drifloon,
right,
I want to
we're
pop
just
him.
killing it. Yeah.
1'4", 2.6 pounds. It's gonna try to take us off. You know the funny thing where it steals children, and we're just gonna grab it, pull it down to the ground, just start stepping on it, pop it, absolutely decimate it.
Its round body is stuffed with souls and expands each time it pulls someone away.
Is that how it evolves? It just pulls enough away.
For some reason, if for some reason its body bursts, its soul spills out with a screaming sound.
Cool. So we pop it and it screams, and then we're done.
I don't like this. It absorbs the souls of children, and the screams of the damned come out when you pop it.
Dude, there's no way that like this is the first time you're hearing about this because this is like the one Pokemon people point to, like, oh man, Pokedex entries are whack, bro.
Well, yeah, but I knew about it guiding children, like killing children, but it absorbs their souls, and then their souls scream when you kill it.
I feel like you shouldn't be surprised when Spiritomb exists.
That's true.
You ever see that thing about someone breaking the Spiritomb rock and then it's just like a bunch? I don't even know if I'm allowed to say what I was about to say.
I don't know.
You know the meme I'm talking about, though, where like fucking the Spiritomb stone breaks and then a bunch of evil people throughout history just come out of the fucking.
Oh, I see.
All right, we're no diffing this thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. It can only pick up children. I'm no longer a child.
It's 2 pounds. I don't even know how it picks up a child.
I don't know. It probably makes itself heavier by like inflating with gas or something. I don't know.
All right, Driplim. 33.1 pounds, 3 foot 11. I still think I'm gonna be able to pop this thing.
It says it can carry people and Pokemon when it flies, and if you get caught by a Drifloon flying at dusk, you will disappear. Or no, you'll be
Uh,
carried away to the afterlife.
all right, stepping away. It's gotten to that point.
Okay, gotcha.
Ugh.
I don't know if this is winnable. It doesn't say how big the people are that it can carry away. We're gonna hear screaming from his bathroom. It's gonna be kind of funny though. Except I'll feel bad for finding it funny. He has to lactose though. He's intolerant of people who lactose. He has to be. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say how heavy it can carry. Let me see if it says it like anywhere in like the mangas or anything. They prey on Clamperl? What the hell? That don't make sense. Used her Drifblim to throw off some women who were okay, so this thing can carry adults. Hey Rob, how you doing, buddy? So I've been doing some looking into, and if we're allowing stuff from the anime and the manga, it can carry adult people. And it says that if it carries you away, it brings you to the afterlife. Okay, but also the little form was lifting up children, and it's 2 pounds. So I don't know. It I think that they can carry people though. So like I think it might be a loss. You'd say it's a tie. But if it brings us to the afterlife, it's already dead, right? I mean, I guess we don't know that. Like it's a ghost type, but I don't know. I don't know, man. It carries us up, but I'm beating it the whole time. I guess that's fair, but I don't know. I kill it, it drops me, and I still okay, fair enough. We'll put it in tie. Should we move on to the next one while you're in the bathroom? We can discuss it through chat. I'm down. Okay. I'll read off all of Baniri's entries. It slams foes by sharply uncoiling its rounded ear or its rolled ears. It stings enough to make a grown-up cry in pain. Let's see here. Its ears can be forcefully extended to shatter a boulder. This is Baniri, the baby evolution of Lopunny. So it can shatter boulders with its ears. And can make a grown adult cry in pain. I think it's definitely still a win. It keeps one ear rolled up so it can launch a swift counterattack if it's attacked by an enemy. Yeah, it might be a mid diff. I guess that's fair. All right. Yeah, that's fair. Low punny time. If they are touched roughly, they kick with their graceful legs. I don't like that description. Its ears are delicate though, it says. So maybe the ears are a weak spot. Oh, it quickly runs away when it senses danger. So Lopunny is just a Lopunny I'd say is maybe theoretical. Let's see Mega Lopunny though. Mega Lopunny also says it dislikes fighting, so it's probably also going to run away. Unlike Mega Lopunny doesn't say it dislikes fighting. I don't think it's impossible because I think we can still beat Lopunny. Because the ears are its weakness, so I feel like if we grab the ears, like that's a weak spot. Otherwise, Megalopunny loses the weakness in its ears and strikes enemies with its ears. And it sheds any fur that gets in the way of its attack. So I think Megalopunnies we lose just because it loses the ear weakness. Yeah. Miss Magius or Miss Magius. It appears out of nowhere, muttering incantations, placing curses, and giving people terrifying visions. It's known to cast spells that make people fall in love. It can create curses that grant awful headaches or terrifying visions that torment people. They create headaches and hallucinations. That's true, but it also causes hallucinations, Rob. So I'm pretty sure it's going to kill us. So I think that Miss Magius is a we lose because it's just going to make us hallucinate. And you hallucinate if you hear it, and it just like constantly is like crying. Miss Magius apparently is constantly like crying. I do. That's true. I know Diffit. But for everyone else who's not used to dealing with the madness, I'd imagine Miss Magius is a we lose. Yeah, I think it's a loss. If it causes hallucinations and it curses us, I think that's kind of a problem. Let's see here. Murkrow. It is merciless by nature. Uh, its goons take care of most of the fighting for it. The only time it dirties its own hands is in delivering a final blow to finish off an opponent. but it says it is merciless. Hmm. There's nothing really about its strength. It just says that it's merciless and it will oftentimes go for the last blow. This is Honchkrow. Honestly, I think it's winnable. I think it might be a low diff. Because it says it's merciless and it oftentimes only goes for the last hit, but it's also only 60 pounds. It's 60 pounds and 3 feet. That is a big bird, but like, eh, yeah, I think it's a low diff. Meow time. With its sharp glare, it puts its foes into a mild hypnotic state. It has a spiteful tendency of hooking its claws into its trainer if not fed. Um, its hidden claws are quite sharp as well, making the Pokemon an exceedingly tricky opponent if antagonized. Yeah, hypnosis from a cat. Infatuation. You're a cat. Uh, I think that Meow or not Meowth, Glameow is also probably a low diff. It says it's a mild hypnotic state, so I'm imagining it's not like full on hypnosis. And then otherwise it's just kind of like a cat. So I'll say it's a low diff, personally. Then Perugly time, the Garfield cat. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let's see here. It's a brazen brute that barges into another Pokemon's nest and claims it as its own. To make itself appear intimidating, it binds its waist with its tails. It doesn't say anything about Perugly outside of its tails. It like ties to the side of its body and that it like steals the den of other Pokemon, but it is like a 97-pound cat and it's 3 feet big. So like that is kind of scary. Like it is this 97-pound cat and it's 3 feet big. Other than that, it is literally just a cat. It doesn't say it has hypnosis anymore, it's just a very big cat. Hmm. 97 pounds. The only reason I'm tempted to say low diff is just because I'm not seeing any like feature that we need to avoid, like a mid diff. Like this is just a big cat. So I guess it's a low diff.
All right, I'm kind of here. Give me a second. I'm putting my headphones on. I went upstairs
Huh? Got
to
the
grab some.
Doritos? Got the
Uh,
Ditos?
oh, those aren't Doritos. Those are literally just like tortilla chips.
Oh, that's the Doritos on the bag. Okay.
No, it says on the border.
Oh, okay.
I grabbed these because I was like, I should probably put solid food in my stomach.
No, that's
Um,
fair.
let me before we finish up with Glamia, let me add the things that we did.
That's fair.
Um, Drifloon was Tai.
Yep.
Veneri
Venery
was.
mid-diff.
Mm-hmm. Lopunny was
Theoretical.
true.
Mega Lopunny was we lose.
Can't believe we lose to the furry bait. Miss Magius was losing.
Yes.
Conch Crow was low.
Diff, I believe. And the other two are both also low diff. The two cats.
Dude, it's been a long while since I felt my stomach drop like that.
That's wild.
All right, let me catch up to you in the Pokedex. Veneri, Lopunny, Miss Magius, Haunch Crow, Glameow, Frogly, Chingling. 8 inches tall, 1.3 pounds. Oh, look at him in the anime. He's hurt.
Oh my god, look at Pokemon Adventures.
Yo, he's
that boy's mischievous. He's scheming.
It emits cries by agitating an orb at the back of its throat.
It's just a bell. It's like,
oh yeah, it is just a bell. Kind of forgot about that.
it's literally just like every Pokedex entry just talks about how it makes a ringing sound.
It deafens foes.
Oh yeah, it's dwarf metal time. That's what I'm gonna listen to.
It does
yeah.
deafen foes.
I'm gonna eat it. I think it's just a win. I don't know. Oh, it can make an excruciating headache.
It deafens foes.
Yeah, it deafens people and gives them an excruciating headache. This might actually be a close, or either a close but no, or a high diff.
I think I'd give it a high diff because it's still 8 inches tall and 1.3 pounds.
That's true. It's just you're going to walk out of that like permanently injured.
It's gonna be a miserable experience, but I'm still beating that fucko.
Yeah.
Stunky.
Le skunk.
42 pounds.
It's owl fluid from its rear is so revolting it can make you feel queasy up to a mile and a quarter away.
All right, but hear me out.
That's just queasiness, though.
That's a skunk.
If it's it can spray you with a fluid stinky enough to make you faint, and can hit you from over 16 feet away in the face. I don't think we can kill it.
How far can a skunk spray? 20 feet.
Yeah, but that's not precision, right? Like, this can spray you in the face from 16 feet away. And also, it will make you pass out.
You can accurately direct its spray to target more than 10 feet. Some of the spray can reach up to 20.
Yeah, fair, but that doesn't make you pass out like a regular skunk.
I mean, it could. Have you been sprayed by a skunk? I thought not.
No, I guess not. I've had dogs that have been, though. It might win.
I don't think it's a win just from the passing out comment.
Yeah.
Wait, look at him in the anime. He's sitting in a little car.
Hey, bro, zoom in. What's bro doing there?
Also, I like how he didn't comment at all on the fact that he literally has a butt mouth.
Yeah. It's a little too on the nose.
Skuntank. Didn't I have a Skuntank in something?
Yeah, it was our Pokemon not Scarlet Violet, Sword and Shield, Soul Link.
What?
I believe so.
I feel like it was
that might have
reason.
been mine. I think that might have been mine, actually, that I had the Skuntank.
Didn't I have it in Insurgents?
Oh, you're right. We never got a Skuntank, but I think you had a Stunky.
Oh, did I only have a Stunky?
Yeah. I think it may have died. Well, actually, it had to have died because we lost, but...
I don't doubt that. All right, 3 foot 3, 83.3 pound or 83.8 pounds.
By the way, the thing on its head, that's not like a haircut. That's like its tail going onto
Yeah.
its head. Yeah. Um, its stink range is over 160 feet.
Huh.
The fluid smells worse after it's given time to
Wait.
fester.
It
What?
attacks by spraying the fluid from the tip of its tail. What?
Yep.
Why? I guess because it's
Attack,
a tank.
attacks from above confound it. So if I can get on a plane and like parachute onto this guy, I win. But otherwise, it's just killing us.
Well, no, I mean hiding in a tree and dropping on it.
True, but still, I don't think we're doing it that way.
Yeah.
Just by that logic, we can probably win a couple more of these matchups. But I think it wins. I think it's the same logic as Stunky, where it's going to get me before I can get close.
Yeah. Bronzor. I don't think we're winning this one.
It's probably made of steel, yeah.
1 foot 8, 133.4 pounds.
X-ray photos were taken to check its
Oh,
body structure, but nothing was seen in the X-ray.
just smacked my mic. Let's go.
There are
Researchers who
who
believe they reflected like a mirror.
I think it's a reference to the Greek myth about the guy who had a bronze mirror,
Oh,
Narcissus. That's where the word
narcissism comes
narcissus
from.
came from. Yeah, it was Narcissus. I think it's probably lose. I think it's made out of bronze. I don't think we beat that.
All right, but is it a lose or a tie? Because I don't think he's doing anything to us.
It is a psychic type, but I guess there's nothing to say that it hurts. Yeah, I guess it's a tie. I
Look at
guess
this
that's
man's
fair.
aura in Pokemon Adventures.
Or it's kind of a threat in Pokemon Adventures. I got the bell.
Hold up, I'm
Another
still putting him
bell.
in tie. Bronzong, 412 pounds.
What? It
All right,
was
wait.
dug up at a construction site after a 2,000-year nap. You can encounter them in Mount Cornet as like a very common encounter. They were all dug up.
It can summon rain clouds, apparently.
Yeah. It doesn't say anything. Like it doesn't seem threatening.
Hey, wait a second.
What?
Black and white.
It just takes rain from other planets. Okay.
That's whack.
So like Kyogre that has the threat of flooding the planet. Well, apparently Bronzong can do it too. It could just move all the water from everywhere in the universe to here.
Little did we know the rain isn't opening a portal to another world. It's opening a portal to the bottom of the ocean.
Biblically accurate Bronzong.
mm,
I think it's probably a tie again.
yeah, we definitely don't win.
Like I'm not seeing anything like scary. I don't know.
I'm fine with tying.
Yeah. Little guy. Another one of the Gen 4 baby mons.
Bonsley! 1 foot 8, 33.1 pounds.
It looks as if it is always crying, but it's actually adjusting its body's fluid levels. Gross.
I mean, we do that all the time.
Yeah, that's gross. Um, if its body gets too damp, it will die.
Hmm.
We just pick it up and dip it in some water.
Or we spit on it.
We just continuously spit on it till it dies.
Wasn't there another Pokemon we were supposed to spit on to win?
Yeah. That might have been Charmander.
No, I don't think it was.
Oh, okay.
I think it was someone from Hoenn.
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, it was. Was it Torkoal?
No, Torkoal we lose to.
Uh, I think this is a no diff.
Well,
It doesn't say that it's even a rock in this version like it did with Sudowoodo, where it said, like, this Pokemon is a rock. Like, this doesn't say it's anything. Let's see here. Mime Jr.
you.
In an attempt to confuse its enemy, it mimics its foe's movement and then tries to skedaddle. It doesn't actually say it like that, but that's how I'm saying it. I'm sorry, but if it starts mimicking my movements, we're just gonna have a little boxing match. So, like, I'm not gonna stop hitting it, and I don't think that Mime Junior is faster than me. Like,
And even if it is, it's not tanking as many hits as you are able to.
yeah, like, I'm sorry, but if a Mister or if a Mime Junior tries to mimic my movements and then run, its arms are hitting nothing because they're too small, and then I'm proceeding to chase it down on foot.
It also says it's not very good at mimicking.
Oh, that's kind of funny though. It mimics people much as a child would, and then watches how they react with sparkling eyes. That's
That's
kind of
cute.
fun. They're like a little kid, yeah. Either way, I could beat up a little kid. So that's a no diff.
I was literally about to say, just like a little kid, I'm beating the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I'd like to disclaim that I have never beaten the shit out of a child.
I will not disclaim that. No, I'm kidding.
Sir?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Or are you?
Or am I? Oh, Mega Lucario. I forgot about that.
Run Happini.
Yeah, but it's in the same row.
Uh,
Um,
53.8 pounds. That is heavier than I would have expected a Happini to be.
it dislikes how curly its hair is.
Whack. Oh, I forgot it
Uh,
doesn't even have an egg. It carries a
yeah,
rock.
it's rock, and if it gives the rock to its friends, but throws a tantrum if it's not returned.
Oh,
I'm gonna kill it with the rock.
fair. I'm returning it.
Yeah, I am returning it to its dome. I think it's just a no diff. There's like nothing scary in here. It may wander around others' feet and cause them to stumble, but if I fall on top of it, I'm over 100 pounds. I'm gonna squish it.
Yeah. Chatot. 1'8", 4.2
Chatot
pounds.
is the only Pokemon capable of saying slurs.
Oh, wait, no, there's other Pokemon that can speak.
That's true, but like Chatot like mimics. And like that's like the thing, like it can use chatter. I guess that's true that other Pokemon can speak.
I feel like Mewtwo is chucking out slurs, bro.
That's true. Mewtwo would be so racist. Mewtwo would be so racist. Um, it mimic. Oh no, never mind. That's not relevant. Its tongue is just like a human's. That's very gross.
Well,
I don't like that. There's like nothing intimidating in this again. Yeah, this is a no diff. With this
look
cat
at
energy.
Arceus.
What?
Look at the Legends Arceus one.
They can even understand the meaning of the words they mimic. Oh, he's gonna know when he's being racist then.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, bros. Bro's becoming.
Bro's saying it. He's saying it with passion now.
Yeah, he's gonna become more racist just because he understands.
Seriously, there's 108 souls?
Uh-huh. And remember, that's 108 evil souls, specifically.
It just says spirits in this. Oh,
Isn't
but it
there
was
one?
bound to a fissure for misdeeds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it says
238
in.
pounds.
Oh no, there could be good souls. In Sword, it says exactly 108 spirits become this Pokemon. Apparently, there are some ill-natured spirits,
Oh, so they changed it, bastards.
so they're not all evil.
Oh.
Either way, the rock that it's in is not part of the Spiritomb. It was just bound to that. The rest of it is literally spirits.
So, literally impossible? Or are we saying it's like a tie because it's not going to do anything to us?
I think it's a tie because it doesn't say what it'll do back,
That's fair.
but Gibble.
Oh wait, it's time. Hold up, I gotta find the music. Piano before Cynthia. I don't want to look up the fucking Brilliant Diamond version. Fuck off.
Mm.
All right, let me throw it into the queue real quick and then just skip to it because, of course, here it is. 2'4", 45.2 pounds. Look at how happy the Gibble is in the anime being held by someone.
Yeah, he's so happy.
Why does he look weird in the Adventures manga?
Adventures manga? Oh, he's like compressed.
Wait, no, he's got an extra line because that line normally connects to its head
Oh,
properly.
true. It also looks like it's been squished.
It does.
Foes who get
Lives
too
in
close
caves.
can be pounced on and bitten. But it's clumsy and will hurt itself out of clumsiness.
Well, its attacks are powerful. It hurts itself, yeah.
It'll huddle close with others of its kind when it's cold. That's cute.
I mean, it is saying its attacks are powerful.
If you're planning to live with one, your heating bill will soar.
It also does specify that it attacks anything that moves.
Yeah.
The force of its own attack is enough to chip its teeth.
Yeah, and its teeth fall out after an impact.
Where would we put this?
I was considering mid diff, but at the same time, it's very clumsy, so maybe a low diff.
All right, that's fair.
Because like there are a lot of things in mid diff that are like we have to avoid being bit or we lose, but this also has the additional added factor of it being very clumsy. So
All right, a Gabite as we approach him. Gabite, 4'7", 123.5 pounds. Look at how happy he is in Adventures. I love him.
that's true. You got a little grin.
Medicine made from its scales will heal even incurable illness.
It hoards gems. It's just starting to be a dragon more.
Uh-huh. Loves sparkly things, digs. Shiny objects.
If you get near its
Ultrasonic waves.
jewels are buried in the caves they nest in, but you'll be torn apart by claws and fangs the moment you enter one of the caves. And if we're
True.
fighting them in their territory, we're in one of those caves.
Yeah. Gabite are usually a violent disposition.
Oh, they just like shiny things. When I gave one a glass bead it had been eyeing, it became quite docile.
Yeah, but if we're just going in, neither of us wear shiny things, so it's just gonna be fighting mood.
Yeah. I wear rings sometimes, but like
Occasionally.
yeah. It's probably we lose.
Why do you look like that? What do you mean, why do I look like that? What do I look like? What?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah, I'm down to throw this motherfucker and we lose.
Yeah.
It's him. It's time. The Garchomp and the Mega Garchomp. 6'3" in both forms, 209.4 pounds in both forms.
Playing the piano itself.
I love that he plays the piano.
It flies at speeds equal to a jet fighter plane.
Wait, he can fly?
Oh, it flies at supersonic speed. Yeah, it's a jet.
What the
That's
fuck?
That's why its head looks like that. Garchomp's quite literally a jet. It flies at sonic speed. Its wings create blades of wind that can fell trees.
All right, hold up. I'm curious. Definition
Of sonic speed.
of sonic speed. Because there's supersonic speed. So sonic speed is, I would assume, the speed of sound. Because supersonic exceeds the speed of sound.
Okay. Yeah, so it flies at the speed of sound.
Speed of sound. Well, that's meters per second, you jag. I want something that I know what that is. MPH. 767 miles per hour.
Yeah. So that's like it's gonna be on us instantly.
Its wings create blades of wind that can fell nearby trees.
Trees, yeah.
Wait, It also says when one runs, it does that. What the fuck?
Yeah, so who knows what it can do when it's flying.
It never allows its prey to escape.
And then for Mega Garchomp, its arms and wings both combine. They melt together into giant scythe. They swing the
Sending it
scythe
mad with
wildly.
rage.
I think they're both losses, yeah.
I kind of want to give... I don't know if I could, though. I kind of want to give Garchomp no way.
That's fair. I think it's fair. I don't think that Mega gets
No,
no way.
Mega loses the speed because he has the stupid fucking scythes.
Yeah,
Don't get me
Mega
wrong,
can't
I
fly.
do love Mega Garchomp. I think he looks dope. It's just a shame that he kind of sucks.
I think it looks cool that Mega Garchomp, it looks like its chest, like... It
Burst
gains the
open.
chest
He's got the
spikes, but it
spikes.
looks like they rip, yeah.
Eh.
It looks like its chest rips open. I know it doesn't, but, like, it looks like it.
Garchomp could just run if you started winning. If it ran, we'd just die.
Or run around you and cut in half. Yeah, that's the thing, it doesn't have to touch us. It can whip up, like, wind that cuts you in half.
And reminder, it is a 6'3", 209-pound dragon. Dude is just kind of fucked. So yeah, I'm fine with Garchomp, no way in hell, and I'm fine with Mega and I'm losing. I think that's fair. And then we're moving to Munchlax. Wait, what the fuck? A Munchlax is 231.5 pounds!
Yeah. The big boy.
He's 2 feet tall!
He's a big boy. Leave him alone. He always reminded me of Chowder.
It would be physically impossible to beat a Garchomp, assuming it would be aggroed. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Not for Mega Garchomp, though, which is interesting.
Again, we're still losing. That motherfucker's slicing us to bits, but...
Yeah, it's just not as literally impossible as actual Garchomp.
Yeah. Oh, I like black and whites. Entries for Munchlax.
Yeah.
It just forgets about its own food because he's hungry.
He forgot.
So yeah, he's just hungry all the time. Is there anything?
Moon is just roasting it. When it finds something that looks like it might be edible, it swallows it whole. That's why it gets fatter.
Me for real? I don't know. I don't think you're sitting there whether the food is rotten or fresh, yummy or tasteless. It does not care. I feel like you care a little bit, bud.
Like, it's heavy, but I feel like I'm just gonna, like, punch it in the head. So I think it's a no diff.
No, that's fair. I think that's valid. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Oh, we're actually getting onto an interesting one with Riolu.
How are some of these kids in the anime, like in some of the depictions, carrying this guy? This guy's like 200 pounds. How are
that happens a lot where characters are carrying things that they have no business carrying.
Like these kids
or standing near a fucking mad cargo that's like hotter than the surface of a sun.
Like, that's how our questions are all answered, though. It's like, how do these people live in this world? It's because they're built different, too.
For real. All right. Riolu, 2'4", 44.5 pounds. Body is little yet powerful. It can crest 3 mountains and cross 2 canyons in one night.
And it can run all night straight as well.
It can also see emotion. People in the Pokemon world aren't the same species as us. That's the only answer, for real. People are actually like nuts in the Pokemon world. It doesn't approach dangerous opponents. Now the question is, how do we feel if it approaches us?
And it also can read aura. It can read aura.
How soul-crushing would that be, Sean? We're going out there with the intent to murder this thing. We know that it doesn't approach dangerous opponents, and it walks up to us.
That just means it's cocky and I win. I think it's theoretical. I think theoretical makes sense.
Yeah, he's got a lot of energy. I don't think he's necessarily powerful. And yeah, he's just gonna leave the minute that he senses that we're on the way.
Yeah.
Team Rocket has sturdy. That's how they never died from blasting off one-shot protection. I hate that that's correct. All right, Lucario and Mega Lucario. Lucario is 3'11 at 119 pounds. Mega Lucario is 4'3" at 126.8 pounds.
Lucario can just crush boulders with aura,
Oh.
and it can use its aura from over half a mile away.
Oh. It's just fucking Conqueror's hockey. This is bullshit.
You cannot take in a fight. Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
I hate you, Rich. What? You're just like G. You're always fucking horny. Except you're more concerning because you'd fuck a lot more things than she would.
Yeah, I feel like from G, the majority of the down atrociousness I've seen has been for like generally like actual human characters. Also, yeah, they're both Weeloos.
Does it have a separate for Mega? Yeah, it does. Black streaks.
It just says it has no
aura.
mercy.
Its fighting style can be summed up in a single word: heartless. That's fucked up. And yeah, no mercy. Yeah, it doesn't specify anything different. But yeah, this motherfucker pretty much has Conqueror's hockey from fucking One Piece.
Hippo.
I always forget that there's a female version.
Yeah.
2'7", 109.1 pounds.
Hippo.
Ew.
When agitated, it shoots sand out of its nostrils.
That sounds miserable. Instead of sweating, it sweats sand.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Hippowdon?
Yeah, but doesn't that come out of the holes?
Yeah, but it comes out of its nose too.
Yeah, but like the idea of instead of perspiring, like instead of sweating out of like your pores, sand is coming from your pores. Imagine how fucked up that would feel.
Well, yeah, but it's probably not that bad for Hippopotas. It's probably used to it.
I guess, but still. Did I ever show you my Smash or Pass tier list for every single Pokemon? No, and I don't want to see it. I don't want to know what the fuck. I don't want to know. I really don't. I feel like I'd be calling the police if I saw your tier list.
I liked Markiplier's.
I genuinely, the one thing that I do like about his, I never actually watched it the full way through, but the one thing I do like is the fact that he literally uploaded it without zero context.
I liked it because he didn't say Smash to any of like the usual like generic ones. I think he said it for a lot of the bees, snakes, and birds. Those were specifically the three that he was usually okay with.
He didn't even intro the video. He literally just starts by doing Smash or Pass and then ends the video.
Yeah.
Like, that's based as fuck.
I mean, I don't really know if he does intros at all anymore.
No, he does.
Okay.
I still watch him constantly, so yeah, he does.
I watched, I have a couple of series of his that I watch. I've been watching Lethal Company with it. But,
I've been watching that with my mom.
It just seems like when it's in trouble, it spits sand out.
Which is going to be very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It does not enjoy getting wet, but that doesn't mean it's weak to getting wet, so spitting on it's not going to help.
Half the Pokemon are in their own tier called jail because they resembled a child too much.
Alright, fair, but also saying yes to any of them is still jail because it's not a human.
Either way, I think Hippopotas is no diff, and then you're just gonna have to take one of those awkward showers afterwards, so it's like after you went to the beach.
True, that's fair.
I like how Hippowdon and like the old sprites for it, like back when the artwork wasn't 2D, they would actually include the sand in its art.
Yeah.
But then they kind of removed it when they made the 3D art, and now it's just kind of ugly. I guess
it's assuming Pokemon could consent since they're shown to be mostly sentient. My brother in Christ, I'd still relate it to an animal.
Also, isn't like the presence of consent like a verbal yes?
I mean, again, some Pokemon can't talk.
That's true.
Keyword some. I mean, when the chat hot says yeah.
Me when I train my chatbot to say yes.
Dude, what is up with that Hippowdon in Pokemon Adventures?
I don't know, but it has enough power to crush a car.
Oh, well, yeah, fuck. Wait, I didn't even look at the 661 pounds.
And it can shoot sand to create a twister.
6'7". I think we just lose this thing.
Yeah, we do. We definitely do.
It's also a hippo, which I don't know how much you know about like real life hippos. They're fucking
They're
terrifying.
disgusting. There was an event that took place where a bunch of botanists came from America to plant crops in Africa. I don't know if you heard about this. But what happened was they got to Africa and they successfully planted the plants. And they're like, "Look, what are you guys talking about? You can't grow crops?" And the villagers were like, "No, you'll see. Just wait." Hippos came into town. They stomped out the crops, killed a man, ate him, and then left.
Yeah, I have heard about that.
They
Hippos
didn't
are
eat the crop.
fucked up.
They did not eat the crops, mind you. They
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 just stomped them
stomped
out,
on the
yeah.
crops until they broke, ate a man, and then left.
Hippos are fucking terrifying creatures. Also, I see what you said, Radio. That doesn't make it better.
Also, I'm not sure Ditto can consent. I think it's just like mindless.
Ditto's gonna transform into like the girl of your dreams and then say Ditto, and you're gonna be like, all right, consent.
Ditto.
Yeah, it's gonna do that, and you're gonna take that as consent.
Ditto.
Isn't Ditto literally like dumb?
Yes, it's like completely brainless. It just turns into things.
Yeah, that's concerning. Look how happy Skorupi is in the Adventures manga.
It kind of looks surprised.
True.
It injects poison and then hangs on until the poison takes. So that means the
Ooh.
poison is at least strong enough to make you pass out. But then its
Yeah.
claws are also razor sharp.
Ow. For
The
some reason,
steam-
it can survive a year without food.
And you can never get the first hit because it buries itself in sand and waits for prey.
Hippos are just psychotic. Yes, yes, they are. I just like the funny shapeshifter. Take a human shapeshifter. Not
Hippos were like
not an animal.
hippos were like an accidental patch from Earth because they're more closely related to whales than they are literally anything else on land.
Yeah.
It was an accidental patch. They released angry whales with legs, and they were like, "Should we delete that one?" It's like, nah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of
Actual
funny though.
proofs animals can be sadistic. Yeah, hippos are just fucked up. All right, but to be
I mean,
fair,
dolphins are proof that animals can be sadistic.
dolphins are fucked up as well.
Dolphins will torture fish and then do things with the corpse after it's dead.
Yeah.
And they will like, I think it's whales too. Whales will like toss seals around for fun.
Now you're thinking of killer whales, which is technically a dolphin.
Oh, yep, you're right.
We need land megalodon. Bring woolly mammoths back. I don't think a
I'm not
woolly mammoth
sure.
is the equivalent of the
Yeah,
megalodon.
a woolly mammoth is like, I feel like there's creatures still in modern day that are as big as a mammoth.
And they're still not the equivalent of a megalodon.
Yeah. I feel like a land megalodon like wasn't even like a T-Rex.
I know, but I
Have
like
you
woolly
ever
mammoths. All right, that's fair.
have you ever heard like what a scientists think a T-Rex would sound like in modern day?
Yeah, it's weird. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
a
really
roar.
because we think that they have beaks now, which I think is right. I think that they were probably birds.
No, it makes sense.
It does, yeah.
Well, no, they. I don't. How would that work though if they had a beak? Because we have their skulls.
There would have been like a beak mouth on the outside of it that wasn't made out of bone.
Oh, fair.
Like I don't think what does a duck skull look like?
Well, that's a bill. A bill is different. Now
Oh
I'm
yeah, I guess
curious as to what a duck skull looks like.
a bird skull. Those do
Wait,
have
no,
the.
duck skulls do have bones where their bills are.
I don't know if that's because of it being a thing though. Either way, T Rexes were at least feathered. I don't know if the beaks is
No,
correct.
I do know about the feathers. Also, look at a toucan skull. They still got that stupid fucking beak.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Skorupi. Giant cassowaries, dude. Ostriches, cassowaries, and emus. If I remember correctly, the cassowaries are the worst of the three. But
Wait, hold on, I got it for you. Hold on.
those dudes are whack. All right, what?
Like that's what it would have looked like. So like
Huh?
they would have had like if that makes sense, like the orange portion
I
that was a
guess.
beak. So like the skulls that we have do have beaks. It's just a very thick beak.
I guess. All right, but then how do you define it as a beak then? Because they had teeth. Well, I guess ducks also have teeth.
Yeah, ducks have teeth.
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know what the scientific definition of a fucking beak is, so I'm not gonna open my mouth and say I know what I'm talking about.
I definitely don't know how T-Rex work either. I was not alive back then.
Cassowaries can disembowel you in a single kick. Technically, so can kangaroos.
Aren't cassowaries like the pretty nice ones though?
No, cassowaries are fucking assholes, from what I
What was
understand.
the nice one? There was like, oh yeah, you're right. Cassowaries are the bad. What was the really ugly bird that's really nice?
Oh. Look at these fuckos. Aren't cassowaries the ones that just kind of stomp on fucking snakes?
Yeah, it's kind of funny though.
I mean, yeah, but like, know your cassowary. All right, back to
the shoe
Skorupi.
bill. The shoe bill.
Oh wait, I like shoe bills.
Yeah, they're really terrifying looking. Like if you saw one in real life, that's terrifying.
Look at the fucking picture that comes up. Bro's just staring directly at the camera.
Huh? Oh, what?
That is just a face.
But like they're actually really sweet.
Yeah, look at this dude.
They're apparently like really sweet animals. They
Look
just
at
look
him. He's so
terrifying.
happy.
That does not look happy.
This dude does.
Oh, because I had stream delay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
like
God.
really terrifying looking.
What is that with that poor monkey?
But like, look at the size comparison next to a human.
With
Like, oh
person.
my god, it's like up to the guy's shoulder.
Yeah, they are pretty big.
Like that thing is huge. That is a
World's
dinosaur.
largest bird. Wait, this is just gonna be an ostrich, isn't it?
Probably.
Sir, I don't think this picture is real.
Nah, that's the biggest modern bird.
I feel like something ain't right here.
Ah, dude, it's a T-Rex bird.
What is the world's largest bird? It is just an ostrich. Okay.
Probably an ostrich, yeah.
What is the largest flying bird? That's what I want to know. Wandering albatross.
Yeah, anyways, I think that Skorupi's probably
Wandering albatross size. Images.
I think that's Skorupi's tie though.
Oh, that is pretty big.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah. It kind of just looks like a seagull until you see it next to something.
Yeah, that's quite a large bird. All right, yeah, Skorupi, what did we say?
I'm saying tie just because I think you can beat it before the poison kicks in,
And the poison's still gonna kick in though.
but the poison will beat you.
That's fair. It's real. I saw one in my backyard the other day. All right, Drapion, I feel like is gonna be a different story. Drapion is. Oh wait, Drapion's only 4'3". Why did I think he was 6 foot?
Because in all of like the depictions and the shows and everything, they're like absolutely massive.
True. 135.6 pounds though.
Its head rotates 180 degrees.
Diamond.
Oh, makes scrap of a car.
Takes pride in its strength, taking down foes without using the toxins. So it's
Pokemon Shield. This guy won't even fight a hippo. Like even this guy knows hippos are messed up.
that's fair. That's fair.
This guy can rip apart a car and he sees a
All
hippo.
right, that's a cool ass name though. It gets called the Sand Demon. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. It has
Swords will bounce off of the shell.
Okay, yeah, it's just we lose.
So we lose to its strength, and God forbid we somehow do manage to hurt it. It's just gonna poison us.
Yeah, we finally get in range and we punch it and it goes ding.
Krogunk. Can't Krogunk fuck you up?
I know its middle finger is poisonous.
2'4", 50.7 pounds. Oh, look at him in the anime with his little puffed up cheeks.
Fluid, even though it's poisonous, is a ingredient for lower back pain relief.
All right, hold up. I gotta look at something real quick.
Is it just it hitting Brock with its
No, no, no,
finger?
no, 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 no. Cladle. Cladle is 238 pounds. Progunk is 50 pounds. I know we're not taking the anime into consideration, but there's a picture in Pokemon Generations of this motherfucker just carrying a Cladle.
Why does he look so stretched out?
He does. Alright, so what's up? It cheeks hold poison sacks.
It doesn't
Jabs
say
them with the
how
toxic
poisonous
thingies.
it is.
Makes an eerie blubbering sound.
It rarely fights fair. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what poisonous things do.
I mean, to be fair, whenever it jabs Brock, he's like sick, isn't he?
He gets like mildly sick, yeah.
I still think I could kick its ass.
Yeah.
I'd probably say like a mid diff because it's gonna be miserable to fight the fucking thing.
Yeah, probably. I'd imagine Toxicroak only gets worse.
Yeah, because he has fucking spiked poison things.
Oh yeah, Toxicroak, its knuckle claws secrete a poison so vile that even a scratch can be fatal.
Ooh.
This Pokemon and Seismitoad are related species? Why? Just because they're frogs?
Yeah, that's probably
literally all
why.
it takes?
That's probably why.
That's all it takes for Pokemon?
Yeah.
But,
4'3", 97 pounds. But yeah, I think that. Ow.
it has claws, and even if you ignore the fact that they're poisonous, like those claws are massive.
They are pretty big
And
claws.
like, also, a scratch kills you.
Yeah. All right, Funny Carnivine.
If I lose
4'7", 59.5 pounds.
and then maybe after this one, do you want to call it at Carnivine?
How many do we have left for Sinnoh? We still do have a couple res, so no, that's fair. All right, yeah, I'm all right with that.
We haven't hit like the new additions, like all those ones after Abomasnow are like all the new evolutions that got added in.
Yeah, I'm all right with calling it there then.
It attracts prey with sweet-smelling drool and then gulps them down. But it's only 4'7", so like it can't gulp me whole.
Yeah, it also, I mean, again, not taking anime into consideration, but it did try to fucking eat James all the time.
That's true. But also, like, wasn't that kind of like in a funny, like,
Well, yeah, but you know,
pet way? Like, it's like if your pet like play bites you.
I feel like it's a little more terrifying when your pet's literally like got you halfway through its fucking mouth.
Oh yeah, definitely. Also, I think Victor Bell did that too.
Did it? I don't remember James having a Victor Bell.
Yeah, he did. I'm not seeing anything that threatening.
Dude, it's kind of crazy that, you know, Carnivine is like such an iconic Pokemon for James, and it's Gen 4.
Because the Gen 4 show is good. It's
I
really
don't think I
good.
ever watched it.
I forget what his other mons were in Gen 4. I think he still had like his wheezing.
I remember the Carnivine and the Survivor. Those are the two that I remember as being like the iconic ones.
Survivor was Jesse's, I think.
I just remember them together. So yeah.
Like one of them had an Arbok. Did Jesse have like both? Like she had two snakes?
Yeah, I do faintly remember an Arbok, so I don't doubt that. Where do we put this thing?
I don't know. It mainly only eats like smaller than us-esque things. So like I don't think it can do anything to us. Like I feel like it's gonna chomp down on us and then realize it can't swallow us whole, and then we're just gonna beat it. And it doesn't say that like its acid is poisonous. It just says it smells sweet to bring things in, like a Venus
Low diff?
flytrap.
Or no diff?
I think it's a no diff.
Alright, Hog. Alright, next up, for when we do it next is Aphinion.
Poggers.
You know I gotta do it.
Infatuation. You're a fucking fish.
It is a fish. We are starting next time on a fish.
We are indeed. All right, let me save the rankings so far since we have ranked a little
Oh.
over 455 Pokemon so far.
Also, yes, the first two Pokemon that Markiplier said Smash to were Beedrill and Arbok.
I like how you had this up in the background.
It's just because I randomly had him I recommended on YouTube because I was playing music. I have
That's funny.
I have Markiplier's 73 Pokemon he said Smash to.
All right. Well, let me go back to Big Cam real quick because I need to do shit on my desktop, and I ain't leaking that shit.
The top comment, I love how he hesitated more with Gardevoir than he did with a pile of magnets.
I mean, hey, man. Now, I'm not saying that I would, but
Magnemite.
I was about to say something, and I hate what I was about to say, so I'm just not.
He said Smash to Lapras too. I forgot about that.
I mean,
Oh yeah, he said Smash for Lileep and Wailord.
okay,
And
man, Wailord, like I get it.
on Kelder too. That's
Hey, man, that I also get that one. Hold up.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's a buff. That's a buff bro. He said Smash for both Goomy and Sliggoo, but not Goodra.
The fuck? Whack. He's got to update it. There's more Pokemon.
Yeah. He said Smash to Snom.
No, not my
Alright.
Snom.
Alright, well.
My Snom.
Yeah. These things happen in life.
Oh well. Anyway, that'll be it for this one. Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Which means Sean gets to suffer again. Sorry, I don't think that's the right theme.
It's not. I don't remember this guy's
Hum
theme.
hum.
Oh yeah, Gwyn.
Hum hum.
Cling, cling,
Hum
clong.
hum. Yeah, unfortunately it's Gwyn's theme, which I do not like. I do not like that they reused Gwyn.
That's fair. I feel like it would have been cool if his phases had more to do with the souls that you use to create him.
I mean, technically, it's anyone who came before you who linked the flame, which is why it's like the player base.
That's fair.
And then
like
it goes back to the original soul.
It would have been cool if final phase was like there was one for Aldrich, there was one attack for this guy, one attack for this guy.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a bit cooler.
My thing is, I'm fine with him as a boss. I don't like him as the final boss. I would have preferred Pontiff be the final boss as it was intended, and have Soul of Cinder be like an optional boss.
I always forget who Pontiff is.
Pontiff is the dual swords who kicked your ass.
Right, I remember Pontiff.
And is still the person who kicked your ass the most.
Yeah.
Nameless didn't quite get there.
Though. It'll probably change in Elden Ring.
Oh, Elden Ring is definitely going to change it.
You're bad at Elden Ring with like 200.
You're bad at delays, Sean. Elden Ring has a lot of delays.
I'm real bad at delay. I'm also like still after playing 3 Dark Souls games, I still view dodges more as mobility than I do invulnerability.
And you also still don't technically dodge correctly.
Yeah.
But no, Elden Ring I don't have the 200 on. I just actually finished my Elden Ring one, so let me double check what my count is on Elden Ring for the highest. It's Bloodborne that I have the 200 on. And again, that's mainly because of fucking input delay.
Pling, pling, plong.
My highest for Elden Ring is 83.
Oh, okay. That's still pretty high.
110 on my second try of that boss where I didn't use a summon.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna have it in the hundreds then, because I usually don't use summons.
Well, no, so summons are different in Elden Ring. There are player summons.
Actual weapon.
And then there are spirit summons. Spirit
Yeah.
summons is like you can summon dogs.
Oh.
Like
Oh
spirit
yeah, I
summons.
remember that.
Spirit summons are legitimately just another tool at your disposal.
Yeah,
It's
I remember
not
when
co-op.
you and Brad were in like this. It wasn't like maybe it was a library, but there were like rows of like chairs in there,
Yeah.
and I think one of you had skeletons or something.
Yes. Yes. That's what spirit summons is. Which again, it's another tool in your disposal. It's up to you on whether or not you want to use them.
Do you have to like invest into a stat to use them?
You don't need to invest into a stat, but you do need to invest into the summon.
Oh, okay.
It's like
I mean,
leveling up a weapon.
okay, then I'll still view it as usable then, yeah. Because I think it's still you're investing into it. It's not just like something you get to do for free.
The general consensus that me and Brad did on our first playthrough was just not using them for story bosses. Which fell apart towards the end because there were two bosses that me and Brad both used it on. That is technically like a lord, but it's also not. And then I used it on the 83 boss, which is why I went back and fought it solo and got that 110 number.
Gotcha.
That is still my favorite boss in the game, though. I love that boss.
Pling, pling, plong. Pling, pling, pling.
Also, Dark Souls 3, you have yet to get to the boss that I have died to the most.
Oh, yeah, it was one of the DLCs.
Yes, it is the secret boss of the second DLC.
The secret ending.
And then the boss that I probably raged against the most was the final boss of the first DLC.
Alright.
That boss pissed me off, and for a while afterward, whenever I heard the music for it, I legit got like my mini PTSD.
Pling, pling, plong.
But the final boss of DLC 2 is actually fantastic and generally regarded as the final boss of the series. Like, it's a good boss to end things on. And G doesn't remember him because he died to him twice. Fucking sellswords, dude.
The OP item moment.
Yeah. But that boss is great. Unfortunately, I consider DLC 1 as kind of shit. But DLC 2 is fucking fantastic. So we'll see what your opinion is when you get there. Hopefully next time, and by next time I mean tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow you can finish off Soul and start the DLC. But I guess we'll see.
Not too sure yet, but hopefully.
Yeah. The one thing I will say about your dodge rolling, and I don't know if it's going to make sense how I'm going to explain it. You need to dodge against the attacks more.
On the in the opposite direction?
Yes.
Or towards it, rather.
And also not parallel, because there are times where you're dodging parallel to an attack and you're getting caught and questioning why you got caught. And it's like you stayed in the hitbox the entire time.
Sometimes there have been moments where the ability like straight up misses me and it just, I guess the hitbox is just larger or my hitbox is larger.
I
And
bet
it
you
does
$10 if
damage.
you watched it back, you would understand.
There have been some of them where I die and then I immediately watch the stream after I die and it still looks funky.
For me,
Like,
everything
especially-
everything I've seen except for like maybe two things looked fine to me. But that also
Against
might just because I
dragon.
have more experience.
Against the dragon, it was real funky because there were a lot of like the attack where he
No.
slams his spear down. It was going above my character's head.
The spear is iffy, especially on the camera angle that you had. But I still think, generally speaking, it was like clipping your head.
I disagree.
Again, you had a bad camera angle on that one, so I can't say with 100% certainty.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, generally speaking, if a boss is doing a slash directly down in front of him, don't roll into the boss, roll to his side so that you're not rolling through the attack.
Yeah.
And then if he's doing a sweep from like left to right, you want to roll from right to left so you get out of the hitbox. And that's something that I've noticed you do a lot, is you roll with the attack and you get caught at the end of it because of that. But yeah, I definitely think you can do it. As time goes on, you're going to get better at the games. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Elden Ring is definitely going to push you, though. Because the first major boss is a wall, and for good reason. He has
Elden Ring will actually have armor, though, which is why I'm a little bit more
Yes.
confident about it.
You will have armor. However, endgame scaling is kind of meh on a first playthrough. Endgame does a lot of damage, even with armor. So you still need to be careful. That's part of the reason that I specifically suggested you do no armor in Dark Souls 3, because in Elden Ring, you legitimately would be one-shot by most things at the endgame if you weren't wearing armor.
Oof.
Unless you're running like a fully optimized build, which you definitely would not be. The boss I've died to most in ER so far was 16 deaths, and it wasn't even one of the unique bosses. Yeah, I know, and that frustrates me to no end. I don't know how you did so well on so many bosses that gave me so much trouble. And I don't know how. Although I did beat you on Valiant, which I'll take that. Although, to be fair, any of the bell bearing guys I beat with 0 deaths except for one of them. So I rubbed it in your face for that one. And that Death Right Bird, North Mountaintops, I died to it once. So, meh. But yeah, Elden Ring has a lot of good bosses, though. Like, there's so many bosses in that game that are just fantastic. And you get a horse.
I do get haunts. Haunts for swamp.
Oh, wait. The horse combat's going to be a lot less interesting for you, considering you want to run a fist.
I won't use a horse at all.
Trying to do horse combat with a short-ranged weapon is miserable. I tried doing it with a dagger, and it was awful.
I will not run horses for combat. My horse gets to stay behind for combat.
Your horse can just be mobility.
Yeah, my horse is for out of combat only.
I mean, to be fair, in a lot of runs that I do nowadays, I do that a lot, where I just hop off my horse in the middle of combat because it's easier. But on my first playthrough, I used horse combat a lot. But yeah, there's a lot of good in Elden Ring in terms of bosses. Although it's going to be a pain in my ass to try and figure out where things are on the spreadsheet, because the spreadsheet is all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, technically speaking, in the first area of the game, there are 27 bosses.
So much.
That's fucked up, because that's more bosses than every single Souls game, except for Dark Souls 2, because Dark Souls 2 is fucking 42 for some reason.
Okay, but half of Dark Souls 2's bosses are bosses from either previous games or from early in Dark Souls 2.
Or from being shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the first 2 areas is 37 bosses. The first 2 major areas and the 1 minor is 68. Like, Elden Ring has a lot.
Yeah.
But there are repeats, which, fair. But I genuinely don't mind it that much in Elden Ring. Other than duo fights, because duo fights in that game are miserable. But you'll experience that when you get there.
Yeah, there won't be a duo fight like Ornstein and Smo.
Oh, there is. But it's in Dark Souls 3.
I love Ornstein and Smo.
As much as I love Ornstein and Smo, as much as I love Bell Gargoyles, I think the best duo fight done in FromSoft is in the DLC for Dark Souls 3.
I imagine that if you lose to Smo after you beat Ornstein, that he canonically eats Ornstein.
I mean, he also probably eats you.
Yeah. I mean, that's to be expected, but I think he probably needs Ornstein too, because he shows that he has pretty much no respect for Ornstein.
He has no morals.
Bro does him dirty. Ornstein, like when Smough
Ornstein is so
dies,
polite.
Ornstein's such a homie. He's like, brother, lend me your strength. And Smough's like, I'm taking this. I'm
Just
smashing your head in and taking it.
again, yeah, you can see his hand like moving, and then Ornstein just or Smough immediately
Oh, yeah,
destroys
he's
him.
not even dead. Yeah, I forgot he's not even dead when Smough kills him.
It's fucked up.
I forgot he wasn't even dead.
And then Nameless King puts his fucking dragon out of its misery and steals its power.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's respectable, at least, I feel like.
Yeah, no,
If
his is a lot more respectable than fucking Smough, but
like, Ornstein, I feel like maybe would have gotten back up.
Ornstein definitely would have.
Like, he had enough energy to still move his hands. It's like, I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like he could
Sean,
have
I
picked
don't know
himself
if you
up.
realize the implication of finding Ornstein's armor in Dark Souls 3. Ornstein and Smough don't die in the fight
That's
in Dark
cringe.
Souls 1.
That's cringe.
They're both illusions in Dark Souls 1.
That's so dumb.
I
I'm not
hate
believing
the
that.
retconning of the lore.
That is not canon. What happens is you kill them, and then your character dies, and their armor is lost to time and rediscovered somewhere else. That's the lore.
I
That's
hate
the
the
lore.
retconning. At the very least, Ornstein wasn't there. There's an argument to be made that Smough stayed, but Ornstein was canonically, as far as Dark Souls 3 goes, not in Anor Londo when you fought them.
I just think it's dumb. I think the way that that should work is if a character from Dark Souls 1's armor is found in Dark Souls 3, what I imagine it should be is they died a long time ago. Just their armor was like passed around from various person to person that like your character dies and like does the flame, everything like that. They reignite the flame. And then their belongings just get scattered throughout the region. Like people take like rob from your body, then they die and people take their stuff. That's how I imagine it would work.
Yeah, that's the better explanation to me. There's also a theory. Now, this one isn't confirmed, but there is a theory that Aldrich, Devourer of Gods, is Smough.
That's also dumb.
It is very dumb, but at least there's kind of a grounds for that.
Isn't
But
the
not
ground
really.
just eats people?
Yeah, that's the grounds.
That's that's not enough.
It's so dumb.
There's more than one cannibal out here, guys.
Oh yeah, Avocado did point out something. You can see Nameless King's spear shaking before he kills the dragon.
So he didn't even want to do it.
Yeah, no, he didn't. But it's both a mercy and a lend me your strength.
I do like the theory that Nameless King is Gwyn's son, and is a nameless king because he was banished for siding with the dragons. I think that that's a good theory.
That's generally speaking what's accepted.
Yeah.
The things that are more theoretical are A, is he Faram, and B, Ornstein.
He's not Ornstein.
I still think that one's dumb.
That's just like, as Spear is electric, must be Ornstein.
Oh
It's
no,
like,
we find Ornstein's
oh.
armor down there. It's like, bro.
I still think the way better explanation for people's armor being passed around should be like Havel, for example. He goes hollow, you kill him in Dark Souls 1. His armor should be found not because there's more Havel Knights, but because people, after you reignite the flame, they steal from your corpse and it gets passed around. People
Yeah.
trade. Like, there are people who trade canonically in the universe. We've traded with people. So like, I
Yeah.
think it just makes sense that people steal from corpses, people die, stuff gets stolen, stuff gets shifted around. That makes more sense. And it kind of like reinforces the nature of the world. Like people steal and kill.
There's
For
another
something
theory
to-
about Ornstein in Dark Souls 3. So we know in terms of Dark Souls 3 that I don't consider, because I still say Ornstein died in Anor Londo that day. But going off of Ornstein lived, there are two theories technically about why his remains or his armor is found in or underneath Nameless King's boss room.
Mhm.
One of the theories is that he went to Nameless King to study under him, which I completely disregard.
Why would he need to study? He's already mastered electricity himself, hasn't he?
Not technically mastered. Not to
Oh.
the extent of a literal god. But because, Nameless King is a spear guy with lightning.
I imagine it would have been to challenge him rather than learn it.
So that's the other theory, is the challenging, because, he's a dragon slayer. He wants to kill the dragons.
I imagine that would have been it. Either way, I hate the stupid illusion theory. I hate that.
So, the one thing that I say completely doesn't make sense for the illusion theory is the fact that, technically speaking, you can't... Wait, did I ever tell you about this? All of Anor Londo is technically an illusion. That is Dark Souls 1 lore. Well, not all of Anor Londo. The place still exists. All the enemies and Guinevere are all illusions.
Well, no, that makes sense because it's being projected by
Gwendolyn.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
I guess that makes sense for them being illusions then, I guess.
It doesn't, because if you go to fight Gwendolyn first, say you're on a New Game Plus cycle, and you fight Gwendolyn first, and then you go to the Ornstein and Sinnoh boss room, they're still there.
But if you kill Gwendolyn first, do all the enemies in Anor Londo disappear?
Yes.
Oh.
And Guinevere also disappears.
Oh. Okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah, then I don't know. I think also if they're illusions, then the significance of Sinnoh killing him while his finger's still twitching is all insignificant.
Yeah,
Unless
exactly.
It's just to show like what person Sinnoh is, but either way, it's an illusion. It's not him.
It also doesn't make sense in lore, because in lore, Ornstein and Sinnoh were left to guard Guinevere. Again, even though she's an illusion, which I don't like that part, but that's technically canon lore in Dark Souls 1, so it is what it is. No, never mind. Correcting myself. It is not to guard Guinevere. The entire reason they are there is to test the undead before they can get to Guinevere. And if they can get past Ornstein and Sinnoh, they are worthy to go see Guinevere. Which is why they are there. It doesn't make sense for them to test them if they're illusions. You never told me why you look like that. I don't know what the fuck you mean! Just like that. I'm so tempted to hit that funny little ban button next to your name, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. But I'm so tempted. Sean also apparently died. He's just gone. I really like Dark Souls 1 lore. Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 lore is just meh to me. Well, some of it is. Like Dark Souls 3, I do like Gale. Gale lore is pretty dope.
I'm back. I think retconning is just dumb.
Yeah, Dark Souls 3 does a lot of retconning and adding unnecessary shit, like the Deep.
Because I think that, like, once you make lore, retconning it is just, like... It doesn't make sense.
A little bit of retconning here and there is, like, fine. But you haven't gotten to, like, the worst parts of it. The second DLC retcons a lot of shit about Gwyn. And I do not like it.
But yeah, that's when they add in that he has, like, 50,000 kids.
Well, no, technically he has a fourth kid in the base game. You just haven't seen her. I was actually going to send her to you before you did the DLC.
Either way, I don't know. I don't like retconning. I think that it's dumb.
I
think that
retconned your
retconning
mother.
can work.
Shut up.
Like, retcon can work if, like, if the lore originally is, like, theoretical. Like, let's say that the lore for... I don't know. Let's think of a random Dark Souls 1 boss. Give me a random Dark Souls 1 boss and their lore.
Oh.
Any of your choosing.
Well, technically, Artorias is a retcon.
Artorias? Who's
Because
Artorias?
in the base game, the lore of Artorias is... Artorias walked the Abyss. He made a covenant. He walked the Abyss. He killed the Father of the Abyss. But then you actually, when the DLC comes out, you learn that no, he didn't. That was you. And they just gave him the title.
Well, yeah, I think that can work for retconning, like, if it's something that is told in a story, and then that
It
story
turns out
turns
that's
out
not
to
how
be
it worked. Yeah,
incorrect. Yes. Like, if you learn that that's not how that story went down, and it's just been told in history incorrectly, like, that's
literally
just how
Artorias.
yeah, that's, like, how regular history works. But, like, if it's something that you know happened, like, Ornstein and Smo were physically there and we killed them. And then they later on are like, "Oh, well, Ornstein actually was here and he died here, and Smo actually, is the father of the main character from Elden Ring." It's like, dude, what are we doing? Ornstein is the father of the character in Elden Ring and then ate your mother, so that's why your character is looking for revenge. Like, come on now, come on.
Yeah.
Let's cut the goofiness. Let's no more goofy.
So I don't want to spoil too much of DLC 2, but there's a massive retcon. So you know how the whole undead curse, Gwyn was afraid of the undead, so he started putting them in the asylum and like banishing them.
Mhm.
Um yeah, as it turns out, nah, he gave them a whole city and they kind of governed themselves, and he was like, "Yeah, you guys are chill." And they fought alongside Gwyn during the war. It's like, what?
Wasn't he
Why?
scared of them because there was a prophecy that one of them would
Yes.
overthrow him? Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I don't get why they did
Like,
that.
wasn't that literally the entire plot of Dark Souls 1?
Yes.
Is that a chosen undead has been prophesized to overtake him, so that's why the undead have so many obstacles?
Oh,
Like,
don't worry though. He puts his trustworthy dragon to guard the city. No, it's not
I
Seath. It's a separate dragon entirely.
yes. That, you know, and is it a dragon with scales? The ones that he killed?
Technically speaking, yes, it is an ancient dragon.
Let's go.
I don't know if that dragon still has their scales.
Okay. So maybe he might have neutered them, who knows, but
The thing that makes Dark Souls 1 lore better for me is that you can see a clear theme of the futility of trying to live forever. Yes, Dark Souls 1 lore, the entire theme of Dark Souls 1 and the lore itself is that time is aging on, there's nothing you can do to stop it, everything is in disrepair, there was once beauty and it's all gone to shit. And that is the entire theme of Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3 lore is just like, yeah, the world is ending. Yeah, that's all it is.
Dark Souls 2's lore is suffering is imminent in all forms of life.
Yeah. Dark Souls 2 was trying to do Dark Souls 1's lore again, but slightly different, and then they didn't do anything to differentiate it and just made it worse.
Yeah. I don't know. I think lore-wise, Dark Souls 1 is still my favorite out of the three, at least.
Oh no, 100%. Even with Elden Ring coming out, I still think Dark Souls 1 is my favorite lore-wise.
Like, I just think that the way they tried adding on to Dark Souls 1 lore was bad. Like, I don't even like Dark Souls 2. Like, this person actually has this person's soul. It's
Yeah,
like, oh,
that made no fucking sense, especially who they delegated the souls to.
like, this is Manus. It's like, bro, what the hell? What are you telling me?
Yeah,
This person's actually Nito. It's like, what? What are
yeah.
you talking about?
I mean, to be fair, the Rotten having Nito Soul is like the least egregious one.
That's true. That's true.
Fucking Freya having Seath's soul because Freya ate a dragon.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Also, like, what is like the theme of this person having this person's soul? Because then technically, like in Dark Souls 1, my character had all of their souls. What is the significance behind this?
The futility of all the cycle continues, and you're supposed to break the cycle, but that was part of Dark Souls 1 lore.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of continuing the fire or starting the Age of Dark.
And isn't the idea of like of continuing the Age of Fire that like your actions are futile? Like it's going to happen again.
Yeah, but there's also the underlying it's mercy to continue the Age of Fire because it ends what's currently going and starts it anew.
I guess that's fair.
Like that's part
It's
of the
like
part. That's part of Anastasia's questline. The Firekeep at Firelink. When you restore her tongue, she's like, "All right, thanks, but I just kind of want to die. Can you go link the fire so I can finally die?"
Yeah. I don't know.
And then Dark Souls 2 is like, it's look, it's happening again. And the ending is just either do you continue the cycle or do you not? And it's like you didn't change anything.
In Dark Souls 3, I had to give the lady her balls of the ocular variety.
You have the option to do 3 different endings currently as it stands. The 4th ending you cannot do at the moment.
Because I gave her balls.
No, because you didn't do the convoluted shit that you have to do beforehand.
Oh, okay.
Dark Souls 1 lore, nothing lasts forever. Trying to fight against the inevitable will only make things worse. Meanwhile, Dark Souls 2. So yeah, these goober souls were so powerful they kind of got reincarnated. Yeah, pretty much. And hey, the cycle continued. Do you want to continue it again, or do you do you want to end it this time?
I feel like the idea of reincarnation kind of breaks the entire concept of restarting the cycle.
Yeah.
Because if your entire point of restarting the cycle is to beat everyone that's been maintaining the cycle thus far, then then reincarnation kind of just breaks that, because what's the point of doing
They're
so?
back.
Yeah, what is the point of restarting the cycle to end the oppression of the people that are running it when the people that are running the oppression are going to come back? I guess the theory could be that your characters don't know about that, but I don't know. That's kind of lame.
To be fair, Dark Souls 3 at least, it is no one wants to continue the cycle, which is why no one's fucking at their thrones and you have to go kill them.
Yeah. I gotta continue it for my lady.
Do you want to listen to Aldia's advice and go do something else? Aldia's advice is stupid. It's literally either go sit on the throne and I guess continue the cycle, or not, because it's not technically clear. You can technically do the Age of Dark while sitting on the throne, or leave the throne entirely and choose your own path. And it's like, what the fuck does that mean, Aldia?
I don't know.
Shit's going to hell anyway. What does choosing my own path have to do with anything? And remember, the second ending was not part of the base game. That was added. That was added in an update later on because people complained that there weren't 2 endings. Dark Souls 3 had all 4 endings at base, though. So. Aldia's advice, kill yourself, Lamau? Pretty much. Also, Sean, there's technically 5 endings. Only 4 of them have achievements, though. So technically speaking, you do have access to 5 endings, or 4 endings right now. And you just can't get the 5th.
I want whichever one will do best by my lady.
That's easy. That's real easy to do. You just need to pay
Huzzah.
attention when you beat the boss.
Huzzah.
There's linking the fire. There's starting the Age of Dark, which, you know, the shit that's always there. Then there's the Firekeeper ending. Then there's the Firekeeper ending, except you murder her. And then there's the extra ending that's convoluted to do, which is also the Age of Dark, but slightly different.
She's the best. Why would I murder her?
Yeah, one of the endings, so if you do the Firekeeper ending, there's a little bit of time before a cutscene starts where you still have control of your character and you can just murder the Firekeeper and it's a different ending. But that, if you murder the Firekeeper, you don't get an achievement for it.
Cringe. The cringe.
Intrusive thoughts ending, pretty much. I did not like that ending, if I'm being honest. I felt bad doing it.
It did it for the funny ending.
I mean, I did it just to do it, but then I learned that it was an achievement, and I was like, damn, I did this for nothing. Well, that's just how it be. And then Elden Ring has... How many endings does Elden Ring have? Elden Ring has a decent chunk of endings. How many? I think it's 6 endings does Elden Ring have? Yeah, there's 6. There is Age of Fracture, Age of the Duskborn, Age of Order, Blessing of Despair, Lord of Frenzied Flame, and Age of the Stars.
The stars sounds fun.
Age of the Stars is the one that I do on most of my playthroughs, other than when I wanted to see the other endings, mainly because it involves my wife.
Oh,
That's all I'll
the
say.
blue lady. The blue lady.
But the only 2 endings that are technically bad endings for Elden Ring are Blessing of Despair and Lord of Frenzied Flame. And one of them is a lot worse than the other.
Despair sounds pretty bad.
Funnily enough, that's the less bad of the 2.
Well,
Lord of Frenzied Flame is the really problematic one. And also, Lord of Frenzied Flame is the only one that locks you out of the other endings.
oof.
Yeah.
Jinkies.
But yeah, I'm curious as to which one you'll end up going for when you play through.
Probably star.
I mean, at the end, I have a feeling you're going to have the option for multiple. Because technically, you get the option to do like 3 of them at any given time if you're just doing like quest lines as you progress the game. Well, anyway, we did it again where we've been talking for 38 minutes after the actual stream happened. So ending it. Yeah. Again, tomorrow's gonna be Funny Dark Souls 3. Hopefully Sean beats Soul of Suster. And starts DLC 1, but we'll see what happens.
Soul of Suster.
Thursday, I'm not gonna be streaming. I got something to do with work. So Thursday I'm gonna take the day off, and then Friday will most likely be GTFO.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! But yeah, before I end stream, I'll leave you with this.
Infatuation. You're a fucking fish.
Hooray!
Alright, anyway. Thank you for joining if you did. I do appreciate y'all stopping by. Also, just real quick shout out for all the support on the Pepper video. I didn't actually check today.
Yeah, last I checked, it was at 22 views. But I haven't checked in since it like the day it was posted.
Oh god, give me a second. YouTube.
Let's see here.
Where is it?
210?
Wait, what? No.
210 views.
What? What the fuck happened? I checked and it was like at 22. What happened? You guys are insane. What the what? Why are you giving me an ad? What the fuck, G? Well, give me a second. I can't thank you guys until the ad's over, so give me a second. There we go.
There's a couple of comments that we gotta respond to.
Yeah, I'll check those out in a second, because I actually don't normally check, because I don't get comments very often. But let me switch real quick. That's insane. You guys are crazy. I can't say too much because ad time. I gotta wait a minute until people are back. YouTube Studio. I cannot believe that. And I got 3 subscribers over that. Cool.
That's awesome.
Comments, here we go. This means you gotta eat more? Yeah, definitely. Dude, shout out to all these people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I looked at it the other day and it was 22 and now it's at 210. What the fuck?
22 is like the last one I saw. Yeah, I'll have
Oh
to
my
react to some of those comments
god.
too.
Shout out to everyone who watched. You guys are fucking crazy. I really do appreciate you guys. That's crazy. That's
220 is insane.
hold up. Let me go to the dashboard real quick because I'm just curious. No, the dashboard's not what I'm looking for.
Like that's absolutely wild.
Oh my god. I'm actually like tearing up a little bit. That's actually crazy. I did not expect that on that video. You guys are absolutely insane, and I appreciate you all for it. Give me 1 second here. I wanna take a look at the main channel page and just take a look at view counts on videos. Popular videos. So for some reason it's not updated on the popular videos page. But that is my third most viewed video. You guys are insane. Technically, it's my second most viewed, like, legitimate video, because my first most viewed is a short, kind of. It's a 33-second video. But that is my second most viewed legitimate video, only beaten out by me finding Guts' sword. And this is only 2 days into it being up. You guys are crazy. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much. Oh lord. I can't. If I sit here for too long, I'm gonna actually start tearing up again.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But shout out to everyone. Shout out to Sean again for doing that with me.
It was fun.
Because god, that was miserable. But
It
yeah,
was
we
not
might.
fun for me immediately after, but it was fun.
Looking back, it was fun, but doing it was miserable. But yeah, we might be doing something later eventually. There's a possibility we might be doing the one chip, but I don't know yet. But we'll see.
It's one chip and then pepper spray. That's the pathing.
If I'm being honest, I don't think my mom would let me do that.
Pepper spray?
Yeah.
I think my dad would be okay with it if I get it recorded.
Oh, my dad wouldn't give a shit. It's just my mom.
Yeah.
Which I understand. I understand completely where she's coming from. But nah, that's, you guys are crazy and I do really appreciate it. But anyway, that I gotta end it there. Been long enough. So thank everybody for I can't speak. Thank you everybody for joining. I appreciate y'all stopping by, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace and much love, guys.
Spicy pepper.